big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than PrizePicks, where it always feels good to be right. And the big game is right around the corner, and that means your last chance to get in on the football action before next season. So close the season out right with PrizePicks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Week 2 of playoffs has been electric. After week 1, Drake made all damn day. Stephon Diggs showed up big today. More. New feature alert. PrizePicks now had early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you now may be able to cash in on those winnings before the game even finishes. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's always good to be right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, and that is my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, Madden ratings adjuster, Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, a former Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We would like to thank each and every one of you for your eyes, ears, and your word of mouth. Thanks to you, Nightcap has become the success that it's become, and only because of you, we shall continue to be number one in this space. So thank you again for your support and your continued support. Those looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by Laportier and you can't find it in a state or city near you, head to Laportier.com and order your bottle. It is a premium VSOP cognac, the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Don't take my word for it, though. Try it and compare it against other cognacs, and you'll see that it is the best premium VSOP cognac on the market. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Tickets for our live Super Bowl show in San Francisco are on sale as we speak. The link is pinned in the chat. The show will be Thursday night, February 5th at the Earps Theater in San Francisco. Bay Area, we're going to need you guys to come out. We really need that support, that love, because I know you really, really appreciate Unc and Ocho. We can't wait to see you there. Dana White and the Seahawks wide receiver Rashid Shaheed will join us in a bit. But first, Ocho, the Baltimore Ravens are hiring Los Angeles Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter as their next head coach. Adam Schefter reports Minter is signing a 5-year deal, a 5-year contract. Minter was immediately viewed as one of the favorites for the position and was an assistant under John Harbaugh in Baltimore from 2017 to 2020. Ocho, the Ravens defense hasn't lived up to the standard of hard-nosed defense we expect in Baltimore. Was this a safe pick for the Ravens, or was it the right pick for the Ravens?
It's the right pick for someone that's already been around there, that knows what it's like to play like a Raven, understanding that moniker, understanding the rich history in which those defenses have always played with since the early 2000s, trying to bring that back, trying to bring that culture back of defensive players creating a certain atmosphere. When you come to play the goddamn Ravens, bring 2 chin straps. That's what it was like during our time. Bring 2 chin straps, because it's going to be a game of straight physicality, being able to dominate on the defensive end. Obviously, you had Lamar Jackson in the offense and what they're able to do, but they need to bring their identity back in being the Ravens of old. Even though we're in 2026, this is the right coach to be able to do that. He knows defense. He understands that he has a defensive mind, and obviously there are going to be some changes that are made. They need to, obviously, address the issues on that front end, because hell, you got Marlon Humphrey, you got brother Wiggins. Hey, if I was running routes for 8 seconds, I'd be able to get open too, because they ain't put no pressure on no goddamn body. But I think he was the right coach. He wasn't a safe one. He was the right one. So I'm hoping he does, that team justice, that organization justice, and get the Ravens back to what we're used to seeing them on the defensive end.
when you say play like a Raven, and the defense used to be, Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer, ain't coming through that door. Ed Reed, Hall of Famer, ain't coming through that door. Former Defensive Player of the Year and future Hall of Famer, Terrell Suggs, ain't coming through that door.
Yeah.
Haloti Ngata, not coming through that door.
Yeah.
They don't have the same level of defensive talent that they once had. And I think that's where it starts. And you mentioned up front, I think they need edge players. They need somebody that can get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And they haven't had that in a while. Cal Van Noy turned back the hands of time 2 years ago and had a career year.
Yeah.
But to expect him to be that when he's only been that one time in his 10, 11-year career, I think you're asking a bit much.
Right.
When the guy they traded to the Chargers, he leaves the Ravens, has 0 sacks, goes to the Chargers, has 7.5 in about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was scheme. I don't know if he was unhappy. I don't know what it was, but he looked like a different player.
Yes.
With the Chargers than he did. Now, obviously, he got better players around him. He got Khalil Mack. He got the Samoan sensation.
Yeah.
They got guys that can float. They got fast-ass linebacker with Paramount and Henley. They got Derwin James, who's basically Kyle Hamilton, Derwin James. Okay, I can see that. But my only question is, okay, you get a defensive mind. Steve Bisciotti is familiar with him. He's been in the building for about 4 years. He left and he came back. Who are you going to get as an offensive coordinator?
That's important.
That is the most important thing. Now, Lamar
important.
said he wanted he liked Clint Kubiak. He loved the way he attacked the field. He loved how he always stresses the defense. They didn't hire him. Now, he's not leaving Seattle for a lateral move to go to Baltimore. So I just don't know who they're going to get as an offensive coordinator.
Right.
But they definitely need some players, Ocho. They've got to get.
Hold on, Unc. I don't like when you say it like that. You said they need some players. They don't need just some players. There are a lot of players to go get.
No.
They need They need impact players. Impact players at specific positions. The first level and the second level. First level and the second level. I'm not sure who you can get that can play the 9 technique. I'm not sure who you can get at the middle backup position, because sometimes Roquan Smith gets exposed on passing down because that's not what he does. He's not good at that. Roquan Smith is a very, very good linebacker. I think it would have been much better during our era.
Yes.
It would have been much better during our era. So, I mean, listen, I like him, but they need improvement, tremendous improvement. And this is I'm not biased because I'm a Bengal fan. I watch the Ravens, in depth and watching them play, and I know what improvements they need to make defensively for them to get back to where they need to get to. They got to meet the offense halfway, just halfway, because they were at the bottom. They was at the bottom of the league, most of the goddamn season. Even though they got better as the season went on.
Well, I mean, I would hope they couldn't get worse. I think the thing is that, like, when you have that level of defense and what the Ravens fans are used to, they had Ray Lewis for 17 years. They had Suggs for like 13, 14 years. They had Ed Reed for over a decade. You had Haloti Ngata. They're used to the Rod Woodson and all those guys that were there that started this. They're used to that level of play, and they're not. They don't look. You're probably not. There's a less than 0.5% chance that you'll find another Ray Lewis or an Ed Reed. You talk about two of the greatest players to ever play this game in the 100-plus year history.
Yeah.
So let's just set that to the side. But I think you can get some players that are better, that can perform at a level that are better than what they performed at. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Now I hope Lamar comes back healthy. He had a short season. He didn't make the playoffs, so hopefully he gets those hamstrings healed up.
Yeah,
he's ready to come back. But I'm really anxious to see who's the offensive coordinator and what type of system they're going to run, because that is the most important thing. Lamar Jackson is your most valuable asset. The best thing you can do is put him in the best possible situation for him to succeed.
And
that gives you the best chance of winning. Now, once you get that lead, Ocho, having a sustainable defense.
Yeah.
Because think about all those leads that they had. Remember, they had a 15-point lead and they end up losing to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Think about all the leads. They had a lead to the Patriots and lost that one. So we see a reoccurring theme about, especially over the last 2 years, that get the lead but unable to hold the lead.
Hold the lead, yeah.
And so the offensive coordinator is going to be very, very. I thought they would go an offensive route because they went special teams route, and John Harbaugh, they hit it out the park. You couldn't ask for anything. They got 18 years out of them, a Super Bowl, many division titles, and some playoffs. And so with Lamar Jackson, I thought they would probably go offense and give him something.
Right.
But the offensive coordinator is going to be the most important thing. Who do you get to coordinate that offense that can be most beneficial to Lamar, that receiving core, and you got Derrick Henry? What type of offense are you going to run, Ocho? What are you going to do? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know what? Also, Unc, I wouldn't mind adding another receiver.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely.
I'm talking about an outside guy. We know they can play on the outside, but he's more of a slot guy. He can dominate the intermediate and short routes.
He's small.
I would love someone on the outside that's a dog. That's young, maybe a little bit right outside their prime, but still good enough to take over a goddamn game at any point.
I'm trying to solo Ocho. Yeah, it's just hard. I mean, you got to be really, really special to be that size and be play outside. I mean, there are not a whole lot of 5'9" guys. I mean, you talk about a Steve Smith or you talk about a Tyreek Hill. You talk about guys with exceptional. Tyreek had just God gifts natural speed. Steve Smith was just flat out. He played with a different type of mentality. So, I mean, and to be outside, to play outside them numbers, and to be that boy, you got to really be that boy. But I'm really anxious. I'm happy for the Ravens. We're going to see what they do in that division. Joe Burrow's there. We don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers. Does he come back to the Steelers? Does he move on? I don't know if he's going to want to come back. 41, pushing about to be 42.
Right.
And he's not pushing the ball down the field. And when you don't push the ball down the field, because in order to push the ball down the field, Ocho, you got to take some licks.
Yeah.
And when you get old, you don't like – think about it. As you get older, you don't want to fall. You don't want to do anything. You become very, very careful. It's hard to be careful on the football field, Ocho.
It is. And matter of fact, in wanting to take the shots down the field, it makes it very, very difficult when you only got one person that you can use to do that. And we saw that with the absence of DK Metcalf.
Correct.
The damn offense it stalled in a sense because there was no one that could take take the top off the coverage.
Correct.
So you got to damn near go 11, 12, 14 play drive, making and dunking.
Right. You do. So the next question, who do they hire as an offensive coordinator? And I wonder if they Steve Bisciotti, basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, said Lamar does have some power, but he doesn't have as much as me. So I will listen, I will take some advice, but the final decision comes down to what do I want.
Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good.
I was hoping to get an offensive guy. I'm talking about one of these offensive gurus. I was really hoping that, Ocho, but hey, Steve knew what he would look for. Obviously, he saw something when the guy was there, and he saw something. So
I think Bisciotti also understands that we need to get a defensive mind in here to help us with this goddamn defense. We need somebody to help us with this goddamn defense and get us back to a respect level that we used to have defensively. The offense is going to take care of itself. A healthy Lamar is going to be able to take care of itself. Regardless of who we bring in there to run our offense, we're going to be fine because we have one of the best 3-5 quarterbacks in the NFL. We going to be all right in that area. But that goddamn defense, being as bad as they were at the beginning of the season, man, we ain't gonna be diddly squat. We couldn't be the sisters of the North with that damn defense they had.
I think the thing is, and because Lamar Jackson has won a MVP with Greg Roman, he's won an MVP with Todd Monken. Steve probably thinking, hell, we can get anybody here. That's Lamar Jackson. He's that special.
Bingo.
I really do, Ocho. And that's not to be dismissive of anyone, because I think it takes something. I mean that says something. But Greg Roman has coordinated a Super Bowl offense. Remember, he had Cap.
Yeah,
he was the OC when Cap went to the Super Bowl, and there was a throwaway in the end zone from being a Super Bowl champ. So Greg Roman, I mean, you look, is his offense a little mundane sometimes? Yes. I thought Todd Monken did a very good job with Lamar. Given this year Lamar was not healthy, but I thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
But, I mean, now he's with the Giants, and, you know, he has scattered. I look like he's going to have, you know, be with John and the Giants, and they got Scatterboo, and, they got Malik Neighbors if he comes back healthy, and I think Wan'Dale Robinson will be there. I like the tight end, I forget his name. But I think they have, and Jackson Dart, I think he can do, because, look, he's a two-time national championship winning offensive coordinator with the Georgia Bulldogs, and what he did with Stetson Bennett, who was 2 times offensive most outstanding player in a national championship game.
Yeah.
So the Baltimore Ravens hired Jesse Minter, the former defensive coordinator for the Los Angeles Chargers, to be the next head coach. And if he can have a tenure similar to John Harbaugh, Steve, you've done it again.
Done it again, yeah.
Ocho, the chat wants to know where you got that T-shirt from.
Oh, this shirt. Hey, for those in the chat, I'm sure you're probably laughing at it because of all the colors. But if you have your phones on your hand, you can Google. This is the legendary, the iconic Mexican goalkeeper by the name of George Campos. That's Jorge Campos. You know, you
Jorge.
look at. Yeah, or Jorge or George, however you want to say it. But I'm talking about a legend, a true legendary goalkeeper from Mexico. He sent me this jersey. It's signed on the back, so I'm wearing it tonight. Obviously, I'm gonna be wearing vintage and current and 80s, 70s soccer jerseys from now on for the rest of the time. So you're always gonna see stuff that looks kind of weird that's from back in the days. But if there's anybody in the chat that's Mexican, obviously you know who George Campos is. For those of you that don't, you can Google him, and when he pops up, you'll see all his shirt and all his attire was always very flashy, like Liberace.
Very colorful.
Yeah, very colorful. Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys are hiring Philadelphia Eagles secondary coach and passing game coordinator Christian Parker as their new defensive coordinator. It's a bit of a meteoric rise for Parker, 34, who spent the past 2 seasons under Vic Fangio's staff in Philly and only coached in the NFL since 2019.
Yeah.
Parker's secondary has been the strength of the Eagles' top 5 scoring defense both years there. Philly ranked first in passing yards allowed in 2024 while giving up 22 touchdowns through the air, the 6th fewest in the NFL. This past season, finished 8th in passing yards allowed and 1st in passing touchdown surrenders with 14. That's a stark difference from Dallas, which was the worst defense in the league in passing yards allowed, giving up a whopping 35 touchdowns, 31st in 2025. The Dallas also finished 32nd and 30th in points and yards allowed, respectively, which led to the firing of defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus after 1 season. Ocho, would you like this hire?
I mean, the hire doesn't matter, huh? The hire doesn't matter. I mean, you could bring Jesus out there to be the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. You're still going to get what you got. You have to understand where Coach is coming from, huh? Coach is coming from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
Their strength and their identity is on the defensive end. Well, hell, you got Cooper DeJean, you got Keon Mitchell, you got
Blankenship,
that front four, that Blankenship, you got
Zach
that
Braun,
you got that front four,
N'Kobe Dean.
Hey, the second level, you got Bond. I mean, there's a reason why the defense looked like it did. There's a reason why coaches get jobs to go other places when they've been at places where the goddamn talent level is somewhat damn near elite.
I agree.
And that's what it is. Now for Coach, Mr. Parker going over to goddamn Dallas, now is where coaching comes into play.
Yep.
If you ain't got the quality or the skill players at those positions, you're still going to get exposed. So what you had to work with in Philly, you don't have to work with in goddamn Dallas. That's going to be the problem that you're going to run into. So it doesn't matter who you bring in the coach if you don't have the quality of players to be able to run the scheme or the system that you want to incorporate. I'm just being honest.
You're being very honest, and I think that's the thing is that I can't, off the top of my head, I don't know if there's a player on Dallas's defense that I would take over somebody on the Eagles' defense, especially not the secondary.
Nobody.
Definitely not the linebackers. I'm not even Quentin Mitchell. I wouldn't take him over Jordan Davis. I wouldn't. And I know he's been an All-Pro, and I know he's going to the Pro Bowl. But right now, as I sit here and we have this conversation, Ocho, I wouldn't. We know Jalen Carter has talent out the yin-yang.
Oh, yeah.
I just need him to play hard all the time. Yeah. I don't think – I mean, I need Vic Fangio to get in his ear and have a conversation with him. Hopefully he called him in and said, son, if you're not in Defensive Player of the Year discussion, you failed. We failed you, and you failed us.
Right.
You have that kind of ability. Vic Fangio has been around some of the great talent defensive players in the league. I remember having a conversation with Wade Phillips. Wade was the D coordinator in Houston. And I was asking him about J.J. Watt. And he said, Shannon, they keep talking about he a bust. He's going to be a bust. He said, Shannon, he's going to have a bust in Canton with you. I swear, Ocho, that's what he told me. Right. He said, Shannon, he's gonna have a bust in Canton with you. Before the guy even played a down. He said, if you watch this guy in practice, now I think he would know. He coached Reggie White, he coached Ricky Jackson, he coached Von Miller, he coached a lot of great what's the guy? He won Defensive Player of the Year at Buffalo. Bryce Pop.
Yeah.
Bruce Smith. Bryce Pop was the Defensive Player of the Year. Bruce Smith was the Defensive Player of the Year. Reggie White was the Defensive Player of the Year. Ricky Jackson in the Hall of Fame. Von Miller, we know. He said, this guy's as good as I've ever coached. And I'm talking about Reggie. He coached Reggie. He coached Ricky Jack. He coached Bruce Smith. He said, this kid is as good as I've seen.
Yeah.
And so it matters. I don't care nothing about no scheme and all this. You can get as exotic as you want to. Give me them horses.
Yeah. You need them, huh? You need them. You need the horses. I'm glad Mr. Christian Parker got the DC job. It's good to see you continue to elevate in your career and try to climb that ladder. That coaching ladder was very difficult to climb, especially going to Dallas to be able to do it. The problem that you're going to face is if you don't have the same quality of players that
you don't have the Eagles secondary.
You don't.
You don't have Quinyon. You don't have Cooper. You don't have Blankenship.
No.
Ain't nobody in your secondary is comparable to those three guys. Now, obviously, you're going to coordinate the defense. And when you throw Vaughn and N'Kobe Dean in there, and you look at, they got Jalen Phillips, they got Jordan Davis, they got Carter.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have the equivalent of that in Dallas.
No.
And it doesn't matter what you do offensively because we've seen Dak has been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
But if he has a slow start or an off game, you guys aren't stopping anything.
Now, what we can say, Unc, is we do have the draft coming up. We do have off-season acquisitions. I'm sure Dallas is going to have.
Well, Dallas doesn't like to spend the money in the off-season. They don't like to go in free agency, Ocho.
Hey,
they like to get Ocho. You know how you just go back to school?
Yeah.
You done got everything been picked on. Everybody done tried them jeans on and the shirts on.
Right.
You're like, damn. Oh, it's just we're gonna mark it off another $5 because they got a little mark because everybody done had their ass in these jeans.
Yeah. Now you heard what you just said.
Yeah.
You said Dallas doesn't like to do certain things. They don't like to do certain things as far as in the offseason. When the last time Dallas been to the playoffs in the Super Bowl? No, forget the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs recently. When the last time they've been to the Super Bowl?
95. They won the 95 Super Bowl 96 January of 96.
Okay, you make your hay. You make your hay in offseason acquisitions and getting players that can help you improve year to year. How do I get better? What areas do I need to improve in? You get those veteran players, veteran presence, because the chances of getting somebody in the draft that's going to come in right now and make a tremendous impact and change the trajectory of your offense or your defense is not likely.
Man, give them those 2 first-round picks and go get Max Crosby and stop playing.
Come on now. Talk to me. Talk nice to me.
Hell?
Talk nice to me.
Go get those 2 first-round draft picks and go get Max Crosby. Because you're not going to get anybody in the draft better than Max Crosby.
No.
And he's probably the only guy that can be had as far as a level. You're not getting Myles Garrett. You're not getting Hutchinson. You're not getting Daniil Hunter. You're not getting Will Anderson Jr. You're not getting any of those guys. You're not getting Benito. You're not getting Burst. You're not getting any of these top-tier rushers. So I don't bro, give up that first. Hold on. Go get Max Crosby.
I got a question now.
Yeah.
You said a whole lot of names, of some good impact players that could make a change, have a tremendous impact over there in Dallas. What you think about old 95 down there in Cleveland coming on down there to the big star?
They're not trading him.
Hey, listen, I'm just asking. I'm trying to see where your head at.
Man, you think? Hold on, this guy about to be a 2-time defensive player of the year. I tell you what, they're gonna have to give up 3 first-round draft picks and probably a couple of players.
Hey, but let me tell you something. He was there with.
He ain't even 30.
Hold on. He was with Cleveland last year, right?
Yes.
How many wins they had last year with him?
Not a lot.
Okay, well they can have not a lot without him.
Guess what? He the only reason your only reason you going. You know they're gonna lose, but I'm gonna see how many sacks he gonna get.
Okay, I got you. You
know what I'm saying?
You
gotta have something, Ocho.
Yeah.
And look, he's made it abundantly clear. He's happy there. He said as long as hey, I want to win. And as long as I believe that they're trending in the right direction, I'm happy. I'll be here.
Don't fall for that. Come on, you know.
I'm just saying what he said.
Okay, that's what he said. But anytime you put a camera and a mic in front of a player's face and it's going to get out there, everything is PC. It's PC. You know that. But
honestly, Ocho, I don't think he wants to leave. I think he likes Cleveland. I think he wants to. I think he wants to. Whatever success that Cleveland has, he wants to be a part of it. He doesn't want to. He doesn't look at himself like a mercenary. See, like Vaughn was willing, like the Broncos traded Vaughn to the Rams, and what did they do? They put him side AD and Leonard Fournette, and now you got hell on your hands. And you see the second half, Joe had that outstanding first half, and you watch the second half, and you watch them mofos take the game over. Yeah. You watch AD whip everybody ass.
Well, I tell you what. If you say Myles Garrett had no chance or opportunity to go to the Dallas Cowboys because the Cleveland Browns would never even think the thought of trading him is a no-no because that's the only thing you do have.
Yes.
What about T.J. Watt leaving the Steelers and going to put that star on his
T.J. might be a possibility. Trey Hendrickson, you got Trey Hendrickson. You wouldn't have to give up any compensation for him.
Yeah, I like the upside of having T.J. Watt. I like the upside of having T.J. Watt. Trey Hendrickson.
Now he's been nicked the last couple of years. His production tends to go down towards the tail end of the season, but that first half he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's a defensive player of the year. He's a Pro Bowl player. He's been an All-Pro. He had tied the NFL record of 22.5 sacks until Myles Garrett broke it of 23. So, yeah.
I like it.
But that's a big salary you got to play now.
Hello? We need to do something. You got to pay. You got to pay for your product now. You ain't getting nothing for free. I know one thing. If you do pay that big salary, every owner, when it comes to business, also when it comes to players, if we put money into you, we want a return on that investment. And that's the type of player, if you're paying them big money, the chances are 98.9% you're going to get a return on an investment when you invest in elite talent like that.
I agree, Ocho. But they got to do something. Because it doesn't do you any good. You got a 4,000-yard passer, 2 1,000-yard receivers, and a 1,000-yard rusher, and your ass missed the playoffs.
Yeah. And we know why.
Because you had a Super Bowl offense and a Bud Bowl defense.
Yeah. Hey, could you imagine? I got a question for you. Could you imagine?
Yes.
Could you imagine the Dallas Cowboys, hypothetically speaking? Chat.
Yes.
Y'all stay with me. The Dallas Cowboys offense with the Seahawks defense, with the Broncos defense.
No, that one ain't gonna be.
Man.
It's Ocho. Do you understand how hard it is to have that?
Man.
Because normally you invest on one side or the other. You says, okay, this is how we're gonna make our hay. Now, it's possible if you draft really, really well.
Really well.
Yes. You look at the Broncos one year. Okay. They drafted Demaryius Thomas. They drafted Eric Decker. They drafted Julius Thomas. They drafted Noshawn Marino. They drafted I think Clady was there. And then they drafted Von Miller. They drafted Roby. They drafted Chris Harris Jr. was undrafted. They drafted those 2 backers, Danny Trevathan and Brandon Marshall. They drafted Derek Wolfe. They drafted Malik Jackson. So now you sprinkle in Akeem. Now you sprinkle in T.J. Ward.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now we got something.
Yeah. Hey, it's all about knowing how to build a team. Having the right team, having the right eyes, having the right scouts.
Yes.
And Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman have done a phenomenal job at that. I'm not sure why this is a copycat league. It's a copycat NFL when it comes to offenses and defenses. Things that you see other things that you see work for other people. Most of the time, teams copy it, whether it be offense or defense. I'm not sure why owners and coaches and GMs and scouts don't copy.
Because I'm trying to do it my way, Ocho. That's your way.
Yeah, but their way's working. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'd rather fail my way than succeed somebody else's.
Hey.
Look at the Houston Texans. Look how they drafted. You get Will Anderson. You get Stingley, Lassiter, Petrie, Tuo. I think that's how you say his name. Tooto. You get him. Now, you traded for Algier. Will Anderson Jr. Now, you get Danielle Hunter in free agency.
Danielle, yep.
Okay, you get CJ. You get Nico, you get Tank Dale, Woody Marks with a low-round draft pick. I think you go back into the draft, you get an offensive lineman, but that's what you got to have it.
Yeah.
It's hard, one offense, one defense. I think the Chargers had the number one offense and the number one defense and missed the playoffs. How'd that happen? But the Cowboys, look, the Cowboys have a formula. Jerry believes he has a formula. He wants everybody to take a discount because you played in Dallas, and it should be an honor to play in Dallas. It should be an honor. He don't really pay his coaches top dollar because it's an honor for you to coach the Cowboys. But something's got to give. Yeah. Now, he keeps on talking that he'll sit down and retire once he has the most Super Bowl. Bro, you got 3. The Patriots got 6. And the Steelers, the Roonies, they got 6. You got a ways to go. You're not close. No. You missed the playoffs. I don't even know why you talking Super Bowls. You shouldn't say Super or Bowl.
Hey.
As a matter of fact, you put another piece, say supper. We about to eat and go to bed. But
man.
Look, I agree with everything you just said. I'm glad for the meteoric rise that Parker had. But at the end of the day, I don't care who the trainer is. Bob Baffert's great. He ain't winning the Kentucky Derby with donkeys.
Without the horses. God damn it, it's a good analogy, boy. Damn, that's a
good one. And I know Bob very well.
That's a good analogy. That's a good
You're not.
That's a good one. That's a good analogy. I like that one.
So
I'm stealing that.
Ocho, the Atlanta Falcons find their new head coach. They agreed to terms with Kevin Stefanski last week. And Stefanski now is in the NFC South. It means that he's going to have to face off against Baker Mayfield twice a year.
Yeah.
Orlando Ledbetter, Falcons coach Kevin Stefanski, had a dumpster-fire quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson failed, which started the chain reaction to 11 other starters. Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. Excuse me. Baker took exception and responded by firing a shot at his former coach. Failed is quite a reach, pal. Still waiting on a text or call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. Then Joe Thomas. You know, we had Joe Thomas on last year at the draft. It was in Green Bay. He's from Wisconsin. Joe played over 10,000 snaps and only missed 1 snap in his career. Joe Thomas said, I could be wrong, but I've heard that communication is a two-way street, and there are no laws against you, Baker, sending Stefanski a text or calling him after you got traded.
Why in the hell would the goddamn player text the coach after getting traded? What sense does that make? I love Joe. I love Joe to death. Absolutely not. You don't text and call no coach about, oh, thank you for everything. No. It's
not
up
the
to
head
the coach.
It's not your position coach, offensive coordinator, or your quarterback coach.
Yeah, most of the time. But, but listen, don't nobody really need to be texting nobody, honestly. Nobody need to be texting, honestly.
Well, I got text. I ain't gonna lie.
This is business. This is the business. We ain't here to be friends. We getting paid a hefty ransom to play a child's game that we love. And if it's not working, if it's not working out here, what we gonna do? We're gonna ship your ass off.
You mean a king's ransom or hefty salary?
I said a hefty ransom. King's hefty, same shit. It's a lot. It mean a lot.
Well, yeah, the chat knew what you meant though.
Right. Okay. My bad.
we're gonna look back 40 years from now. That's gonna be a hefty ransom. Look, when I left Denver, Coob and my position coach Brian Periani, who you saw in the video with me on Saturday in the box, and we still communicate. And when I left Baltimore to go back to Denver, Wade Harmon, who was my position coach,
yes,
they all called me. So I didn't expect the head coach to call. But my position coach and the offensive coordinator, like I said, but I had known Coob since I've been in Denver. I'd known Coob since who's the offensive coordinator. He was my quarterback, back up to John for 2 years. 2 years. And then he was my offensive coordinator from 95 through 99. And when I got back 02 and 03, BP was the same thing. So we had that type of relationship. They called, said, Bud, I'm sorry. Wish there was something I can do. But Coob told me, said, look, go show them what it takes to be a champion. Go show them what it takes to win a Super Bowl. I know you still got juice in the tires, and I wish there was something. But BP said, homeboy, said, damn, I sure hate to see you go, but go do what you do.
Yes, sir.
And Wade Harmon, who was my position coach in Baltimore, said the same thing. Say, we're gonna miss you, big play. We're gonna miss you. You kept it fun, and I never had to worry about you. But normally head coaches, don't call.
No,
they don't.
They don't.
Ocho, I'm not trying to dump on Baker because I think Baker has done a great job. I don't know if Baker would have had the level of success that he had in Tampa if he'd had in Cleveland because they were out. I think the organization, because you hear whispered they wanted an adult to lead the team, and I think they were kind of out on him at that point in time, Ocho. So I don't know if he'd have the level of success. He wasn't going to have success in Carolina because Carolina was just – that was the dumpster fire. And then he went to the Rams, and we know that was only because Matthew Stafford got hurt, and they needed a quarterback to fill in, so forth and so on. So he landed on his feet. But you take it a little personal, Ocho. Because if somebody gets rid of you, if your girl says she wants to break up, she believes that she can find someone better than you. You feel some type of way. You do. It's natural and it's okay. So I'm like, damn. Oh, y'all really feel like y'all can replace me? Forget on the field. Y'all don't even know about all these brush fires that I put out.
Come on now.
In the locker room,
take your time.
That you don't even know about. How I kept the guys loose, on the practice and made sure guys were ready to play and held guys accountable.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Bet. But I like it. I like Baker. Now this is gonna be exciting for me. Now we got Stefanski and we got Baker. That's gonna be the replacement for Marshawn Lattimore and goddamn Mike Evans. Now, even though Stefanski's not on the field, I'm looking forward to every Tampa Bay and goddamn Atlanta Falcon game because I just want to see Baker throw a touchdown or throw something and look at Stefanski and just
he is. He will.
Talk his trash. I like the way Baker Mayfield plays the game. He got moxie, like Mel Kiper says. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, So I have no problem with it. I understand. The only thing I don't like is, you could have called. Nah, man, it's a business, man. And people don't care nothing about you, especially when they don't see you as valuable anymore.
Thank you.
We don't see you as valuable anymore. Man, go on about your business, man. That's why we shipping you off.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho. You think Coach Belichick called Tom Brady?
Hell no. Absolutely not.
If Brady can't get no parting call, ain't nobody getting no damn call.
Not at all. But hey, it's the nature of the business, Unc. You got to be able to separate the two. You have to be able to separate the two and understand and get your feelings out of it. You got to get your feelings out of it.
Oh, I know what I meant. The owner, Art Modell.
Yeah.
When I left, he wrote me a personal letter, handwritten. I'll take a picture of it next time. It's on my wall. Because when I went to the Hall of Fame, Peyton sent me a letter. Mr. Dan Rooney sent me a letter. There are about 4 owners that sent me a letter. Peyton Manning was the player.
Right.
But Art Modell, when I went to go back to Denver, He's like, Shannon, I would love to have you. He said, but you deserve the right to go back to Denver and retire Bronco. He said, you did me proud. You did what, hey, you're great. He said, but I'd be so selfish if I kept you, knowing that you really wanted to go back to Denver. That meant a lot to me. That meant a lot because he thought a lot. He thought a lot of me and Ray. Ozzy and Ozzy would be sitting on the golf cart, Ocho, and he would make him and Ozzy would walk back while me and Ray would get the golf cart and drive. Well, I damn sure we're going to drive it back to get back on there. We drive it up to the building and park it.
Right.
Or he'd have a driver or something, and he would drive us up there. They'd get off, stand and talk. Driver take me and Ray up to the building, turn around and go back and get Ozzy and Art. So Art did. He did, in fact, when I went back to Denver, send me a personal letter thanking me for my contributions there and said I deserved the right to go retire Bronco.
That's dope. That's dope. I mean,
that was bad.
Yeah, your relationship is kind of different.
It is, man. I had great relationships with owners.
Most players don't carry themselves the way you did, where there's a certain respect. You know, where he didn't see it as just business. He saw it a little bit more special than that. And everyone is not afforded the opportunity to build that type of relationship with owners. But owners are really good at keeping it down the middle, being able to separate the two. Because when it's time to let you go, you can't have feelings get in the way.
You're right. Well, that's why they don't want higher ups messing with subordinates, because it clouds your judgment.
Yeah.
You remember what Bathsheba did what David did to Bathsheba's husband?
Come on now.
That's why you don't let generals have with corporals and underneath. Because we get this thing called war, and I might have to put your ass out there.
Yeah.
And then we got a little hanky panky going on. I'm like, come on, my boo can't go.
Right.
Mr. B, when I got back, man, I remember when I retired, Ocho, and had a conversation with Mr. B, and he's like, is there any job that you want in the organization? I say, nah, Mr. B. I say, this TV thing. And every time I would come back, I used to go back a lot. I used to go back a lot. I'd go see him in training camp and stuff like that. He would always ask me, Sharpie, I love to have I'd love to have your presence around. I like, Mr. B, I say, I love you to death. I say, but working for a football team ain't my passion. It's not my calling.
Right.
But you're right, Ocho. I had a great relationship with Mr. B. I only had two owners, Mr. B and Art Modell. I remember the first time I got on the plane with him because I was going back when he was dealing with the situation with Ray back in 2000. And I said, Mr. Modell, he's like, don't call me Mr. He said, that was my grandfather. Call me Art.
Call me Art.
So from that point on, everybody called him Art. Nobody called him Mr. Modell. But it was a great relationship, and it's nice. And I wish more owners were accessible and it's I understand you got a job. I got a job. He has a job. I'm gonna do the job, my job, to the best of my ability. I'm gonna be very respectful, but obviously some owners, they keep and I became a great player for the Broncos, Ocho, and so I understood, but for the most part, I think most great players do have somewhat of a cordial relationship, a friendly relationship with the owner.
Yeah. I have a great one. Obviously, I've had one owner my whole career. Obviously, playing for Mr. Kraft and Tom Brady and Belichick, during my time there. But it was so short. It was so short. I mean, the relationship, there was really no extent to it.
Right.
But Mr. Brown and that organization and what they done for me and having that relationship with them, where I have an open door policy at all times, regardless of who's coaching, regardless of what's going on, anything I ever need. It's open door policy, and they have been very gracious in showing that love and appreciation for me. Years removed, where the most important thing, I am of no value to you anymore.
Yep,
I'm of no value, and still it's open arms and open doors. So for that, I've always been gracious, but I don't take advantage of it.
No.
Some people, I don't take advantage of it. Hey, I go to 1 or 2 games a year. That's it. That's it.
I don't call. Even back then, Ocho, when Mr. Bowling was there, he's like, you need anything, you need tickets, just call. Call my secretary. I had a direct line to the secretary, and they'll take care of everything. I wouldn't go through that. I would go through the ticket, and then I would charge it on my card and say block X, Y, and Z, so forth and so on. The same thing was the case. Like, hey, I got Will call Shannon Sharpe, and then get the tickets. That's how I did it. Because like you said, I didn't want anything. And then when the Super Bowl was happening, they was like, hey, you want to go to the Super Bowl? I was like, yeah. I was like, New York, man, it's gonna be cold, man. I said, man, Mr. Bowling, I would love to go.
Huh?
I said, I would love to go, Mr. B. I said, but I can't sit out there in no cold. He said, he's like Sharpie.
And this how you know.
He's like Sharpie.
Yeah.
So now I gotta call Ocho. How I'm gonna be in the box by myself? So hey, Rod, you want to go to the Super Bowl? Hey, all you gotta do is get here. I got tickets and everything. Croc, you want to go to the Super Bowl? I got tickets and everything. Same thing in San Francisco. Had a big old suite. I had like a 12-person suite with just me, Rod, and Foots. I mean, me, Rod, and Croc.
Yeah, and just to give people in the chat, a better perspective and better context on my relationship in Cincinnati with Mike Brown and everyone under Mike Brown and those who are in positions of power who call the shots and have the green lights when it comes to structuring and changing their culture there. 2021, they went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
2021 went to the Super Bowl. I don't even play no more. And I'm getting the offering, listen, we're going to Super Bowl. If you're going to be down in LA, we have a ticket for you.
Did you go?
No. Remember, I was already there.
Yeah.
Obviously I do all my work during the week, but I leave the morning of the game. I never.
That's how it used to be.
I go in there, do my appearances, make my little bag so I can afford McDonald's, and I get up on that. I said thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm not going to be able to make it to the game, but I will be watching in full support.
Yeah. I mean, but it's great. I just think the Baker, I mean, you get hurt, you sometimes you get your feelings hurt but I think it's rare. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know every relationship coach player, but it's hard for me. I mean, I don't see a situation where I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Well, Jim Caldwell got fired. So
in Indianapolis, Jim Caldwell?
Yes. Because remember his first year they went to the Super Bowl. The next year Peyton got hurt. He got fired. So I don't know if he might have did, but I don't know if he can call and say anything because he got fired and Peyton got cut. So it was a situation that was terrible for everyone. Ocho. I want to get your take. I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna kick my heels up. In his exit interview this week, C.J. Stroud blamed the Texans' stellar defense for his struggles this season as he no longer has to be Superman on the field. Ocho, take a listen to what this young man had to say.
I think just the turnovers, like I haven't really been prone to turnovers in my career, especially like, the timely turnovers, where, I've, like I told y'all before, I've really, I've been on some great teams, my whole career where a lot of them were, offensive driven, and like, playing for Coach Day where, we're taking shots and all these, and then, like being on this team, where, we're more full everywhere, where it's offense, defense, and special teams, but, defense is, is making a bunch of plays. So, this year was a step for me where like I didn't have to be Superman all the time, and I'm still growing in that. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate my teammates for taking a lot of pressure, off of my plate, but also, they do know that I can make those plays. So, I'm appreciative of them having that perspective. And I feel like I've grown, in that way of like, taking what's there, in ways where, I would have taken a shot there or just, take care of the ball some other ways. But, I just seen some growth, my footwork, in the pocket, trusting my guys, staying in the pocket, not just running around, but, staying strong and firm. So I think I made a step in that area as well. But, always things to improve, and I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean,
This AI. This got to be AI. Hey, let's check and see if this AI. Because ain't no way in hell.
Well, which part?
The whole thing is AI.
I mean, from what I just heard, him reflecting on some of the things where he has room for improvement. He said the turnovers.
No, he said the reason why is because of his defense was so great.
Okay, I must have missed that part.
You want us to replay it for you?
Yeah, he must have said that.
Can we re-rack that right quick?
At the very beginning?
I think just the turnovers, like I haven't really been prone to turnovers in my career, especially like, the timely turnovers, where, I've, like I told y'all before, I'm really, I've been on some great teams, my whole career where a lot of them were, offensive driven, and like, playing for Coach Day where, we're taking shots and then all these, and then, like being on this team, where, we're more full everywhere, where it's offense, defense, and special teams, but defense is is making a bunch of plays. So, this year was a step for me where like I didn't have to be Superman all the time, and I'm still growing in that. You know what I'm saying?
Take it away, Ocho.
Wait, I'm tripping, Uncle. Maybe something wrong with my goddamn ears. I mean, I'm listening to what he's saying, but maybe the way you're regurgitating it to me, I'm expecting to say something like that. But I mean, what I got from it is it's one of the few times I didn't have to be Superman this year because my defense is as great as they were.
So that's why you turned the ball over?
No, obviously he said you heard what he said, huh? I have room for improvement. I have to stop turning the ball over, and I like that he's reflecting on some of the things that he can continue to grow on. I heard that part.
I think the reason why he turned the ball over was because of his defense, because he knew they could get it back for him.
That's a little bit excessive right there, huh?
Ocho, with that defense, you take risk that you normally wouldn't take.
Right. But
think about how careful Dak Prescott has to be with the football, knowing his defense can't get it back for him.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see you going with it. I like it.
Look, the only season that he really didn't turn the ball over was his rookie season.
Yeah.
Because his rookie season he had 5 picks. The next year he had 12. Mm-hmm. Now he had 5 interceptions in 2 games in the postseason with 5 fumbles.
Yeah.
He had 8 picks, but he missed 3 games and half another one. So are we sure he doesn't turn the ball? Or are we sure? Are you willing to go on a limb, Ocho?
Yeah, I mean, we watched the game, Monk. We saw it. We watched the game.
I'm saying, are you sure he doesn't turn the ball over? Because that's not what his resume says. His resume says his rookie year, he's absolutely right. He didn't turn the ball over. But I look at his second and third year, I mean, the numbers would disagree.
Agree, yeah, absolutely. He knows he got a lot of work. Excuse me, my bad. Hey, young boy, know he got a lot of work to do, huh? He has a lot of work to do, and I like the fact that he can stand up in front of the camera, and he can take accountability for it as well.
Ocho, you don't have to do all that talking. Just say, you know what, I need to do better.
Yeah.
Don't blame your defense for you not having to put the Superman cape on. Your defense, hold on. Was Danielle Hunter there last year? Was Stingley there last year? Was Will Anderson Jr. there last year? Shazier? Tua? Petrie? I'm just, help me understand who on this defense that's there this year wasn't there last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was Rankins there? Look and see. I want to see if Rankins was there last year. If Tim Settle Jr., Mario Edwards Jr., I want to know. Because I believe those other guys that I mentioned, I believe they were there. So I'm going to find out what guys weren't there on that defense this year that wasn't there last year.
Woo! Hey, you got hey. You thought it was bad the way he gave the little interview though.
Rankins wasn't there last year.
Yeah, it ain't.
What about Settle Jr. or Mario Edwards Jr.?
Mario Edwards Jr.
Okay. He was there.
Hold on, Mario Edwards Jr. ain't the former number 1 pick son, is it?
Mario. No.
Oh, well, I'm finna say, God damn, time flying.
No.
Oh, okay.
This Mario Edwards is and that was Mario Williams.
Williams, yeah, okay, my bad.
Ocho, if you don't have to be Superman, you shouldn't struggle because I don't need you to take unnecessary risk. I don't need you to put that cape on.
Right.
You see how it doesn't juxtapose? You see.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, well, I don't have to be Superman. It should be easy. hand the ball off, make a few plays here or there, got a defense that can back me up, knowing if I don't turn the ball over, the likelihood of a team driving 70, 80 yards on us, we Gucci.
Not good. Yeah, we good. Yeah.
I don't get it, but Ocho, I don't get.
He's reflecting on the entirety of his season in a small clip, more so mentioning some of the things he can do better and some of the areas where he needs work.
But what does his defense having to do with him not having to be Superman? And how does that equate to him turning? I'm thinking if you don't have to be Superman, you don't have to take the unnecessary risk.
Right. I mean,
Josh Allen has to be Superman, and he had to be, and guess what he did, Ocho? He turned the ball over.
Yeah.
If you're saying you don't have to be Superman, I'm just trying to figure out how turnovers come along with that.
Right.
Because you don't have to take the risk. You don't have to put the ball in harm's way because you don't have to worry about an offense outscoring you because the likelihood of they scoring 28, 31 points on that defense.
Not happening.
Without pick six, scooping scores or return.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. I don't know. I just think the thing sometimes we talk too much.
Yeah.
Just in that situation,
Uh-huh.
I'm just disappointed how the season turned out. There's some things that I need to work on, but don't say you struggled because of the defense was so good and you didn't have to be Superman. You only really Superman 1 year, Ocho.
Yeah.
You see, it goes back to that rookie season.
Yeah, I don't think he meant it in the way you're.
How am I supposed to take it, Ocho? Tell me. I want you to break it. I want you to explain it to me. If I was French fry.
No. I think maybe we hearing it in two different ways. I think he just listen. I made mistakes. He made mistakes in the past.
What does his defense have to do with that, though? Him making mistakes. That's like Ocho, man. Ocho, I did this because Unc made a mistake. What does my mistake have to do with you?
Yeah.
What does the defense being great have to do with him turning the ball over? Okay. Explain that to me.
Yeah,
him turning the ball over. What does that defense have to do with that?
I have no idea. I'm just listening to the part where he said on the things that he needs to work on. That's all. I understand him mentioning the defense as good as they were. It shouldn't have looked like it did those last two games. It shouldn't have. Because we said that on the show before they even played the first playoff game. If they keep the ball out of harm's way, they got a superior chance.
Absolutely.
Superior. And they should be playing this weekend if there were no turnovers, honestly.
Or one.
Yeah.
Just don't give up 5, Ocho. The man had 5 fumbles and 5 picks in 2 games.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he jumped on a couple of them in Pittsburgh, but Ocho, you can't turn up.
Hey.
What did he have? 4 picks in the first half?
Yeah.
4 picks in the first half? Defense, Will Anderson Jr. says, you gave it to him. I'm going to get it back for you.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to get it right back to him, though. Sometimes when things go good, you say little. Mm-hmm. When they go bad, you say even less.
Well, he had to talk, huh? He had to talk today. So he had to say something. You know, most of the time we complain about players not stepping up to the mic and not talking when things don't go well.
Disappointed how the season went.
And just that's it.
And I'll be better.
And then leave.
Your struggles, you don't mention your struggles because of the success of the defense. Ocho, the man been in the league 3 years. Name the time that you've heard somebody say C.J. Stroud put on that Superman cake. I've heard it with Lamar. I've heard it with Josh Allen. I've heard it with my homeboy. I've heard it with Joe Burrow. Tell me the time you've heard somebody say that about C.J. I'm going to get on one of the old cough drops. Take your time.
Hold on. Man, there go my dog right. Hey, she.
All right, we got a very special guest joining us. The game against the Rams, he got it started. The punt return got the Seahawks going. And this week, he ended the game 13 seconds into the game because the 49ers were never able to recover. He got acquired via trade on November the 4th. It might be the best trade that has happened in a very, very long time. Here he is, the outstanding return guy for the Seattle Seahawks, Rashid Shaheed. Rashid, how you doing, bro?
You muted. You
muted, bro. He might be some kin to me. He don't understand technology. Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin, y'all. He's muted right now, chat. So he's trying to get connected. Man, you young. You supposed to be able to know how to handle that. The unmute button should be bottom left.
He's in the laptop.
Yeah, we're gonna get this figured out shortly. You ain't got no tech guy there with you, Rashid? He hear us, Ocho. That's my cousin right there, chat. Because he don't know issue about technology either.
Hold on. Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Go ahead. Can Christian walk him through it? This is what you get when you get live television, people. Everything doesn't go always without a glitch. Unmute should be bottom left. You want to log out and log back in? Huh? Ocho, he done froze now. Yeah, there we go. See, I know my cousin got it. I knew my cousin could figure it out.
Okay, she was good. She was good, boy. Man, I'm here, man, just watching you, man, with a smile on my face every time I see. Hey, tell me what that feeling is like. Obviously, to go from New Orleans, things were it wasn't what you would like. You get over there, down there to Seattle. Man, what does it feel like to be the reason and part of the reason for the success that y'all have been having lately?
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I've enjoyed my time here in Seattle so far, man. The way the city, the team has embraced me, it made the transition so smooth. And it's been nothing but a great time, man. So just shout out to my coaches and my teammates, man. It's been a hell of a ride so far.
That's dope. That's live.
To go from New Orleans, and now you're one game away. I mean, when you watched the Super Bowl growing up as a kid, and now you're one game away from being in that game. Right. And as Ocho said, you jump-started it with that punt return against the Rams. Now, we don't know. You could have gone on the road and still have a level of success, but the road would have probably been a lot more difficult because instead of playing 2 games and getting to the Super Bowl, you'd have had to play 3 games. And then, as I mentioned in the lead-in, you ended that game 13 seconds against 49ers.
Hey, the game
because
was
once
over.
you returned that kick, it was over.
The game was over.
You saw it on their sideline. You saw it. Their body language changed. It was over from that point. So now, what did the coach call? You had a wide return, a middle wedge. What did the coach call? And when did you see, like, I can get this a house call?
Yeah, that specific return on the Rams, we kind of knew that their left side was kind of their weak side, and we called the left return at a perfect time. Man, shout out to my special teams coach. He's a genius, and we made the play work. And as soon as I broke through, I made the cut up the field, and I knew I could crib it.
And the 49ers also, because I mentioned the Rams on that Thursday night, you guys were behind the whole night. It was like when you returned that punt, it was just like everybody got energized. And in the 49ers game, the kickoff, bro, I'm like, 13 seconds, the game's over. I mean, normally you like we gonna play, but they were never able to recover. And you've been doing your thing also. They hand you the ball, they'll throw you the ball. They're using you like you always envisioned, and they used you earlier like that in your career in New Orleans. But now to get an opportunity to go to play where you're being used on a team that's really good with a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, these are the opportunities that you kind of dream about, as a player growing up. I mean, to be in this game coming up, I mean, it's going to be like a dream. As soon as I step on the field, man, it's going to be all the lights are going to be on. I'm going to be excited. Everybody's going to be excited. These are the games that you work so hard for. So it's just a blessing to be a part of this team, man. This team has worked so hard to get to this point, and we earned this.
Yeah. What is the transition been like for you? From a offensive perspective, being able to transition from New Orleans to Seattle and being able to pick up the system. Has it been difficult, or is everything still easy, the terminology?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's been smooth. Thankfully, I came into a system that I'm pretty familiar with New Orleans last year.
Right.
I had Coach Coop with him in New Orleans for about 7 games. So it took me about a week to kind of hear the language, get the formations right. And once you get the formations, everything kind of just flows. And it's been a smooth transition, yeah.
So where were you when you got the call, Rashid? Who told you? I mean, did you see it scrolling on the media? So where were you when you got the call that you were no longer going to be a New Orleans Saints and you was headed to the Pacific Northwest to be a Seattle Seahawk?
Crazy story. So I was pulling in to the Saints facility. I was on my way to get some body work done, to get in the tubs, you know what I'm saying, on my off day. And I get the call as I'm pulling in, and it was my financial advisor who called me before anybody else. And he kind of said, what did he say? He said, there's no state tax in Seattle. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he kind of broke the news. He was like, oh, you don't know? He told me. So that was my first, introduction to all this. And it was so many emotions. It was so many, so much going on in my head, but
you ain't gonna get no work. You're like, well, hell, I'm gonna go get this free last work. I'm gonna get the cold tub, get some PT.
Yeah. Well, they said I had to have my bags packed and ready to go in like 4 hours, so I didn't have no time to say my goodbye, and I had to go.
Yeah, that's dope.
Man, that's unbelievable. So now you get there, and you mentioned like you had Clint. I've known Clint. His dad was my quarterback and my offensive coordinator in Denver. So I've known him since he's like 7, 8 years old. Yeah. And to see how he's able to attack you guys with JSN and yourself and all those guys, you run the football. What's it been like? Because like you said, you had him for a little while. You had him for like 7 games when he's calling plays in New Orleans, and now he has complete control of this offense, and he trusts Sam Darnold. He trusts you guys implicitly.
Yeah, like you just said, he trusts us and he believes in us, and he lets us know that each and every week, and we come in with the same mindset, and he has an expectation for all of us, and that's to go out and dominate, man, and that's what we do. That's why it's so special to be a part of this group, is because we all kind of work together for one goal, each and every game, each and every opportunity that we get. We're out there playing for each other, and that's what makes it so special.
You do realize that without you, there's a great chance the Seahawks don't have, because you guys were just milling around, and then all of a sudden, the Shaheed bomb exploded.
Out of there.
And then not only did you get the punt return, they handed down. I think they handed it to you on like 3rd down. They had a handoff to you, and you go 31 yards down the right sideline.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, that was a crazy game. It's an honor to be part of that. Moment, being able to bring my team the spark that we needed to, ultimately, be a first seed.
Have you been to the market yet? Have you gone to where they throw the market where they throw the fish, you get the paper and you catch the fish? Have you caught any fish yet?
I did it. I did
You
it.
did?
Yeah. I got a video. I'm waiting to drop it. You know, I'm gonna let everybody know that I've been there. But
Hey, did you catch the fish though?
I
The
caught the
first
fish.
time. The first time.
I caught the fish first time.
Okay.
Let me do. Here's the thing, Ocho. Did you have paper or was it with the bare hands? Because sometimes they'll give you paper, sometimes they'll let you barehanded.
Bare hands.
What?
I wasn't with it at first though. It was really my mom. My mom was the one who wanted me to go up there and do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Mom, you got to do it. Mom wants you to do it. You got to do it. So
what type of fish was it?
Oh man, salmon. It was a salmon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, them things get
Are
big.
you like seafood? You do eat seafood?
I do. Yeah, I'm in the right spot. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You absolutely, because you get it fresh, coming straight out the Bering Sea.
Yeah.
The Alaskan king crabs, I mean, you name it, they got it. If they got fish, I ain't even never heard, because I'm up there like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of that fish or never seen that fish.
Oh yeah. It's great.
Hey, you a healthy eater? Are you like big on eating greens and eating healthy and all that? Are you?
I got the Ocho method going on. I got the Ocho.
There you go, Shaheed. There you go.
No, he said he got the Ocho method going on.
Yeah, I try. I've known the method for a minute now. I know the
There we
method.
go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. I'm talking about. Let's go.
They cook for y'all. They give y'all breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They cook whatever you want. They cook fish. They cook like salmon. They cook everything. I mean, nice. Broccoli and rice and Brussels sprouts and green beans. And
everything you just
man,
named.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Rashid.
But everything you just named is why everybody keep getting hurt.
Hey, I didn't say that, but we do eat good though. Do eat good.
You don't be eating that fast food. I mean, you okay if you eating unhealthy, you letting the Seahawks dietitians prepare food for you.
Hey, schooling, what you be eating sometimes,
I be eating out sometimes.
Yeah, not like you, Ocho, all the time.
Nah, he said sometimes. It's called balance, Unc. It's called balance.
You gotta have balance. You definitely gotta have balance.
Thank you.
Gotta have balance.
Yeah.
Just imagine, Ocho, if I'd have had you eating right, 7-8 time first team All Pro.
I was.
And I got you a couple of 120 catch seasons.
Nah, we don't throw the ball that much back then.
You would have. You been me, you'd had to get. I say we got to get Ocho to rock.
They won't listen to you.
Well, congratulations, man. Good luck. Stay healthy. Do you like it? Do you like being in Seattle? You want to remain in Seattle?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I feel like they brought me here for a reason, and that's to stay. So that's it. I'm a Seattle Seahawk.
Yeah. You married?
No, single, man.
You single?
Single.
Boy, I got somebody for you too, boy.
Hey, let me know.
Yeah, she don't speak no English though.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's good. So,
I'm that guy. I told y'all that my cousin. Y'all heard what he said? Yeah, I told you that my cousin.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna let you focus.
Yeah.
After y'all win the Super Bowl, then I got you.
Yeah, hit me this offseason about that and about training too. I'm
Hey, matter of fact, JSN came to the receiver camp, the wide receiver workshop last year, man. Come on down here, man.
Hey,
let's get a little work in. Okay, most definitely.
Well, congratulations, man. The trade, everything has worked out brilliantly. You're one win away from reaching your ultimate team destination, which is getting to the Super Bowl. So congratulations. Stay healthy. Rashid Shaheed, the great return man for the Seattle Seahawks, and he plays a little offense also. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining us, bro.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate
you, man.
Y'all take care.
Oh, man.
All right, fellas.
Back to C.J. Stroud. Derek Lewis. You know who Derek Lewis is, right? UFC, Black Beast.
Oh yeah. Hey, matter of fact, I want to fight him.
Oh, shit. Derek Lewis says C.J. Stroud might be cursed. Let's take a listen to the reasons, Ocho, of why he says or why he thinks what he thinks.
Okay.
What moves would you like to see the Texans make for next season?
I guess we got to see what's going on with CJ. I think ever since we seen him show up with Amber Rose at the softball game a few years ago and Kim Kardashian and all that, and I'm like, damn, it might be like a curse for him.
I don't listen, man. You know, man.
I didn't know you were gonna say that, Ocho.
Yeah, that I don't like that. So just for that, Hey, tell Derek Lewis, man, he got to see me. You hear me, Unc? Like,
All right.
listen. I mean, his personal life off the field ain't got nothing to do with on the field. There ain't no goddamn curse. Thing just didn't go well. He didn't play well. He knows that. He took accountability for that. So now, Derek Lewis, boy, you got to see me at least 3 rounds. 3 rounds.
I don't even know, Ocho, you'll go around.
Hey, Unc, let me tell you something. One thing about it, right? Now, we could talk about NFL players. We can do that. We're not going to have no outsiders, whether you're a fan of the team or not, disrespecting my young colleagues.
He just said he think that there might be. Ocho, this is not the first time that you've heard about the Kardashian curse. It's not.
Hey, man, come on, Unc. We not doing.
I'm not saying there's any validity to it, but let's not pretend that you haven't heard about it.
Yeah, but I don't believe in all them super.
And Ocho, you got to realize he's a Houstonian.
Hey, you know what, Unc?
What?
You making it worse for Derek Lewis, because the more you talk about it, the more I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm for real.
Man, we got to go down to Houston, man.
Who?
Me and you.
Shitting me. But the hell you say, I ain't going nowhere, boy.
We ain't going to Houston?
That's the devil's playground. I just got saved 2 months ago. I just got saved.
Hey, I got my pitchfork out back.
Hey, hold on, Unc. So Derek Lewis, he in Houston?
Yeah, he from Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go see him, boy. I'm gonna have to go see him. Hey, they got where he train at?
He got they fight Saturday here. He fighting Costa
In Vegas.
Yes.
Okay,
at T-Mobile.
Okay, I'm gonna let it. Hey, chat. Y'all do me a favor. Tell Derek Lewis I wish him good luck against Costa, whoever you got to fight. But after that, after he fight Costa and win and do whatever he need to do, you got to see me, boy. Octagon, boxing ring, MMA, wrestling, on the ground, groundwork, pounding, man, whatever you want to do. You ain't finna talk about Stroud like that, boy. Yeah. See, sometimes when the big dudes, they feel safe being able to comment like that, and it ain't no pushback because don't know everybody's scared of them. So it takes somebody like me, like, to kind of set the record straight. Like you ain't finna just be able to say what you want to say in front of the camera.
Speaking of the fight, it's now time to welcome Dana White. We had a great conversation with him a few hours ago, Ocho. So, Chad, check out the conversation that Ocho and I had with the man of the hour, head of the UFC, Mr. Dana White. All right, we got a very special guest joining us, the final boss of the UFC. He's going to tell us about UFC 324, Justin Gaethje versus Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. This is UFC's first fight on Paramount Plus. The new landmark deal that was signed in 2025, the first of 2 back-to-back marquee events, being followed by UFC 325 Volkanovski versus Lopsek 2, the second on January 31st. Dana, why would you know the thing in marketing, Dana? Never give anything for free that people will pay for. UFC has been pay-per-view for the longest. Why was it so important for you to sign this deal with Paramount Plus so UFC would be, people would, if you have a subscription, you'll be able to watch it for free?
Well, a couple different reasons. First of all, my goal was always, I truly believed when I grew up, there was Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 8, and Channel 13.
Yeah.
Then in high school, cable came, had HBO and like 30 channels, MTV and all that stuff. I truly believed that as technology got better, there was going to be a Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 8, and Channel 13 again, but it would be global. And I've always felt that, my sport works everywhere. Fighting, everybody gets it. Everybody likes it. And if you get the right fight in the right place at the right time, the ceiling is 8 billion. There are 8 billion people in the world. And if you put on the right fight, a lot of people are going to tune in and watch. This is what I've been dreaming of, where everybody could watch the same fight on the same channel at the same time. So streaming always made sense to me. So I was all over.
Yeah, when you talk about making the right fights, when you talk about marketing and branding and wanting to continue to evolve the UFC and going in the right direction, how do you decide what are the right fights that the people want to see?
First of all, what's up, brother? Good to see you. And, it's all about matchmaking. Everything is about matchmaking. You go out and you find the best up-and-coming young talent in the world that you think has the potential to become a world champion someday. And then as you make the fights, they all start to play out. It almost becomes like a soap opera. That's why the UFC has been so successful. Everybody's under contract with us. And, boxing became this thing where if you lost one fight, you lost all your luster and shine. And, and
it was over.
Guys lose multiple fights. And when I noticed that people didn't care, they just wanted to see great fights, was Arturo Gatti. Arturo Gatti would put on these knockdown, drag them out wars, and even if he lost, he would sign new big deals with HBO. We want to see? We want to see great fights. We want to see, find that dog in them. And that's why there's trilogies. When there's a great fight, then they do it again. And if it's great again and the other guy wins, you do it a third time. So I always believed in this, and I always felt like as long as you match make well, this is what I sell holy shit moments for a living. That's what I do. Okay? So if you put on a fight, the card that night, and you get 2, 3, 4, holy shit, everybody jumps out of their seat and goes crazy. Whether you're at home, you're in a bar, or you're there live, you've had a successful night.
When you talk,
when you look at, go ahead.
Now,
go ahead,
when you talk about holy shit moments, when you talk about matchmaking and making and putting the right product inside the octagon, right? Is there a fight that you've always wanted that you weren't able to get accomplished, or one that you see later on in the future that you'd like to see get in the ring that will obviously be a holy shit moment?
Yeah, I mean, you need that marquee fight, the big one at the top that everybody's like, "Ooh, I've been waiting for this," and then you build a bunch of great fights underneath it, right? What you really want to do is, listen, guys, and I know you both can relate to this. So being a boxing fan, boxing would come in and they'd put on this show. The main event was all anybody gave a shit about, right?
Yep.
And then they build a card under it, and you would more importantly than anything, I'm asking you to stay home every Saturday night, right? Now, you have Friday, and Friday's really not fair because you work. You don't get out of work till 5, 6, 7 sometimes, and then you have a very limited time that night. Saturday is your whole day. You got night, you got wife, you got kids. There's a new movie that came out. Maybe there's another game that you're interested in, and you have to sit and watch my product, and I have to deliver for you. Now, what boxing would do is they'd come out, once or twice a year, and they'd put on an event. I'd stay home on Saturday night, and I go, God damn it, they got me again. That was terrible, right? And it's like a going out of business sale every time they put on a fight. They grab as much money as they could get, and then they disappear for a year, and then they come back, and we're so stupid, we forgot how bad the last one was, and we did it again. And, that's what I wanted to change when we built the UFC, and it's what I want to change in boxing now. This fight that we're putting on Friday night on Paramount Plus, the whole card's combined record is 227-9. And the top 3 fights, everybody's undefeated. So at the end of 2026, and if you're in Zuffa Boxing and you're still undefeated, it actually really means something.
Yeah, you look at 324, when I look at your matchup, you got Justin Gaethje, who has dynamite. He's going to fight. Patty the Batty, he's going to fight. You got Waldo Cortez Acosta and Derek Lewis, the Black Beast. He's going to fight. You got Sugar Sean O'Malley, who's looking to bounce back, Dana. He's looking to bounce back from a subpar performance last time.
O'Malley loves to knock people out and strike. He's fighting Song Yadong, who does the same exact thing.
Is that what you're looking for? Like in boxing, you were just talking about boxing. For the longest time, people only gave a damn about the heavyweight division. It's not like that in UFC. These smaller guys, all they want to see is action. And you made it look. I'm not paying you to come out here and dance around and get a decision. People want to see knockouts. This is why they love the UFC more so than boxing. This is what they expect. An elbow, a spinning kick, a knee, or something. Get his ass out of here.
There's so many different ways to win and so many different ways to lose. It's what makes the sport so exciting. And these kids fight their ass off. And when you talk about, again, and what does the fight mean? So you can match make and make good fights stylistically, but when you look at O'Malley's ranked number 3 in the world in the bantamweight division, and Song Yadong's number 5. So it's a very important fight that means something with two of the guys that are in the top 5. Same thing with Gaethje and Topuria. Those guys are both top 5. That's for the interim title. The winner of that fight fights Ilia Topuria for the championship.
Topuria,
Wow.
nice.
So hold on. So hold on. The winner of Gaethje Pimblett fights Topuria. Is that going to be the White House fight that you're going to make? Or is that what's going to happen? Is that what you're doing?
So everything we're focused on right now is for the launch this weekend. Doing boxing for the first time, first fight on there. Monday, every ounce of our focus will be, I'm in the war room right now. I got the entire Sydney card done. February 7th is done, 21st, 28th, March. All these cards are done. They're all lined up. Our entire focus will be the White House fight on Monday.
Wow. So do you have it? I mean, looks like whoever wins out of Gaethje Pimblett fights Topuria. That's look like a White House card. Do you have anything else in mind? I heard you kind of waffling like, okay, John Jones versus Pieta, that might be a possibility. Do you have any idea? Because this is 250. This has got to be the grandest. And you've done some big events, Dana. This has got to be your biggest, your baddest, your brightest, because the entire world will be watching this.
Yeah. Well, that's the way I feel about every Saturday when we go. It's got to be the biggest and the best. But yes, we need to deliver at the White House for sure. So yesterday, my head of production, Craig Borsari, he's been to the White House 10 times now, working with their ops team and my ops team on how to put this thing together. So they did this whole video rendering. Like it literally shows how the sun will move across the octagon, early on, what it'll look like when it's dark, like the actual trees and everything. And guys, this is going to be so badass. The setup that we have on this thing, it's incredible. So much like the Sphere, when we did the Sphere,
that was nice.
It's going to be incredible, and now the fighters just got to come in and deliver.
Now, you talk about fighters delivering, right? I want you to picture this, right? You think about the White House card. Stay with me real quick, Dana. I want you to envision this, all right? Don't close your eyes, but just envision it. Envision you have the product in Ocho, right? White House card. We don't know who I'm going to fight, but you just put me on the card because you understand what I bring to the table and the excitement that it can be with the buildup of having me. They call me hella hands because I fight so well. Sometimes you think you're fighting two people, right? So boom, the lights dim, right? And then out of the blue, you hear the music, Leonard Skinner, Freebird, blasting, right? And then the lights start flickering. Then the smoke comes. Then I come up out the smoke, right? Hey, and then the world is going crazy. The world is going wild. And now all I need is an opponent, Dana. I need you to see my vision.
Are you boxing or you?
No, UFC. I need to be on the White House card.
Oh,
now I love you. Okay, I love you. This is a really bad idea.
What?
Yeah.
I just gave you the vision.
So Dana, unrelated, Nunes and Harrison, the fight, Kayla got injured. Is that something that might get rescheduled for the White House?
That, literally the greatest female fight ever made. It's going to depend on how Kayla heals from her surgery. So, there are a lot of different factors that play in: who, when, what time, and all that stuff. But yeah, that would absolutely be something I would put on the White House card if she was ready.
325, Volkanovski, Lopes 2. This is the first time Volkanovski as a champ will be fighting on his home soil. Was that important for you? Was that important for him? How did this fight come to be?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you go into these countries, you want, their guys on the card.
Front and center.
The other thing is when you go into, a place like Australia, they want to see a lot of the other fighters that they don't get to see all the time fight too. So, but yes, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, we got him. Co-main event is Dan Hooker. Yeah, but the answer is yes.
Dana, this boxing thing, and you said, look, here's a sport that's been going on for 100 years, made trillions and trillions of dollars, and they don't have ish to show for it. And then if you want the belt, you got to pay $300,000 for a belt. And every time you defend the belt, you got to pay another $300,000 or $200,000 to keep the belt. That's some bull jive. I think I can come up with a better model. You see what we did with the UFC? We took a company that was we bought it for $2 million, and all we had was UFC and a ring. And what we've turned it into. So I believe we can do something similar for boxing. Is that what your thought process? That's why you got involved with this?
Well, you want to know what's fascinating? So when we built the UFC, I took everything that I loved about boxing and everything that I hated about boxing, and that's what I incorporated. Now, if it works for the UFC, it's got to work for boxing.
But Dana, you was talking about growing up and how you watch boxing. The thing that I love most about you and what you've done with the UFC, back then there was no ducking. Sugar Ray fought Hagler. He fought Hearns. He fought Duran. They fought each other. They fought Barkley. You go back to the 70s. Ali fought Frazier. He fought Norton. He fought Foreman. He fought Ron Lyles. There was no ducking and dodging. And the one thing I can say about you, if you the UFC, I don't give a damn if you got a belt or not. You gonna fight the best guy. You ain't finna hand pick somebody that you can get a cheap payday off Dana White. Right. He ain't gonna let that happen.
Unc, hey, Dana, before you go, I'm glad Unc said that. I'm glad he mentioned it. And Dana, you kind of talked about it earlier, where most boxers in general today, you don't want to take that zero, because when you take that zero in general, it diminishes everything you work your ass off for, and they view you differently. You can't command the type of paydays you want to if you take an L. How are you going to?
That's not true, and I prove that's not true. And here's the thing: the reason boxing became so big is because of everything that Shannon just said. The sport was loved. You built these, you didn't build superstars. You built icons. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ali, Duran, Leonard, Hagler. The list goes on and on. Literally icons were built. Millions of people watched it free and live on ABC's Wide World of Sports, and everybody fell in love with the sport. And then it just got fractured and broken and messed up along the way. And here I am. We'll see.
Dana, you said when you did, you've done some big events. You've done events you've done Madison Square Garden. You've been around the world. You've been all over the place. And you said the Sphere was the biggest event that you've ever done. How do you top that? How do you get the White House to top the Sphere?
Yeah, so the White House, the president himself tells me, I've done so many different things and been a part of, big events. And he said, I have never had people call me more and ask me for tickets to anything else I've ever done than the UFC event at the White House. The White House is so iconic and such you would never expect.
Absolutely not.
It will never be done again.
Nope.
So this is truly a one-of-one event, and what an experience for anybody out of these 4,000 to 4,500 seats that I have. The people that actually get to come and experience this is going to be, and even to watch it on TV. And I made sure you guys are going to see it. I built this structure. I'm like, I don't want to, we usually have screens and all this shit. I said, I don't want to see anything but the White House, is the backdrop. And, the Washington Monument on the other side. That's it.
Right.
So,
but you're going to have a staging area where fans okay, you got 45. You say you're going to have 4,500 to 5,000 seats that will actually be in attendance on the White House grounds.
Right.
And then you're going to have a staging area where, go ahead, tell us.
Across the street is the ellipse. Like right behind the South Lawn is the ellipse. 85,000 people can be there, and there will be screens. We're going to have a stage. We're going to do music for the fans out there. We're gonna take over DC that week.
Oh my goodness! Hey, Unc, can I ask you a question? I know I'm a little bit early.
Yeah.
Are you and I attending the White House event? Since Dana said I can't get on the card, are we at least going?
Well, look, I know we're going to be a part of the sponsorship. That Dana's going to come on and talk about it the couple of days leading up to it. Hopefully, we can get a couple of the fighters. I know they've been trying to make weight, so maybe earlier in the week we'll get some of the fighters to come on to help Dana promote this thing. Because I just look, I love
that budget and get the show out in DC. Come on,
okay, we can do that. Hey, Dana, I really
Well, we gonna need some help with that budget to pull that off, Dana. Because look, I go back to UFC when UFC first started, when they used to fight.
$7.7 billion on this friggin' event.
you know what, Dana? There's a chance that this will be like a World Cup soccer match.
Absolutely.
This will be a billion 5 people actually watching, because, like you said, it is free. And so if you have a subscription, and I don't know how many people have Paramount Plus, but I'm sure, 300-400, around the world, maybe 200-300 million people will have it.
Well, here's the great thing about Paramount Plus is that now, for what used to cost you, for the price of a pay-per-view, on our old deal, you got the whole year. Everything UFC for the whole year. Plus, they have tons of other entertainment and movies. I don't know if you guys are into Landman or Mobland, but if
Mobland is good. Mobland is really good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Yes. Well, Dana, thanks for taking your time.
You letting him go already?
Go ahead.
Dana.
Well, he only got 15 minutes. He said he pushed for time. UFC 324, Justin Gaethje versus Patty the Batty Pimblett, January the 24th, Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. Gaethje versus Pimblett, O'Malley versus Songdong Yodon, and Waldo Cortez Acosta versus the Black Beast. Those are the main guys. This is what we know when the Black Beast fight. Somebody going to sleep.
That's the truth. That is the truth. And I don't know if you guys know about Waldo. This guy is he came off the Contender Series, and he takes last-minute fights, and he viciously knocks people out. Him and Derek Lewis is going to be ridiculous.
Because Derek Lewis ain't really trying to submit somebody.
No, he is not.
He tried to throw cement.
100%. And the president loves Derek Lewis. So if he wins, I can.
He gonna be on the card.
The president's gonna want him at the White House.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable what he's been able to do. Dana, thanks for joining us. Thanks for making this joining us tonight on Nightcap. We greatly appreciate it. Best of luck, and I can't wait to see the fight on Saturday night.
Appreciate you, boys. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Dana. Have a good one.
You too.
That was the final boss, Dana White, talking about the UFC going to Paramount Plus. All the cards that's coming up. You saw it mention the fight with Justin Gaethje and Patty Pimblett. They have another fight next weekend in Australia. And we got an opportunity to talk about the fight that's going to take place to mark the 250th anniversary of America, with the fight that's going to be on the White House lawn. So it was great. It's always great having Dana stop by and talk about the UFC. Ocho, the 49ers' John Lynch says it's safe to say Brandon Aiyuk will not be back in San Francisco. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan spoke a little about what happened to Aiyuk. Let's take a listen to what they had to say, Ocho.
Have you been able to determine why he was so upset, why he wasn't showing up, and just any background you can give on that?
I wish I knew. Can't help you there. Sorry. Yeah.
Has there been a line of communication with him?
There was, but not anymore.
At what point did that snap?
Well, when I'm coaching, I don't hang out in the training room at all. So I don't see guys much that way. But I'd say it officially stopped for me when the last time I tried to get a hold of him and couldn't, and then tried a couple more times and still couldn't. And then that matched everyone else that was trying to get a hold of him and couldn't. And eventually there's not much of an explanation because it's really hard for us and anyone else to understand. And that's why it's something I've never seen in 22 years of coaching. So it's unfortunate. And it's confusing because it's confusing for all of us. So, but it eventually becomes, it is what it is. And you try as hard as you can to fix something that you don't understand. But it's not like we understand it very well still. But eventually you understand that it's not going to change, and you got to move on with your football team, which is always the most important thing.
I've never seen it, Ocho. I don't know. Maybe you maybe in your circles you played. I was in a couple of years, decade before you, and you stayed about 7-8 years after I left.
Yeah.
So maybe you've seen something like this, but I've never seen anything like this.
No, I've never seen it like this either. And obviously, we're not going to get the answer from the coaches or the GM. Obviously, everything they say is going to be PC. If we want to know what the answer is, if we want to know what the issues were, we would have to talk to Brandon Aiyuk. And at some point, I'm not sure if he if he's the type that will voice the issues and concerns that he had there. Obviously, he wants to move on. Them saying he's not going to be there, well, hell, we could have told you that when he decided to give back 24 or whatever million he decided to give back by not showing up. So he really wants to get out of that situation. Something went wrong. I don't know where it went wrong, but whatever it is, listen, both sides need to move on. I'm excited to see where Brandon Aiyuk is going. I'm excited to also see how well he's recovered from rehab, to see how far along he is, because he is one hell of a player, Unc, when it's time to go. So I'm hoping he's
Ocho,
he's
let's not get carried away now. He's not a top 5 receiver. I'm not sure he's a
I didn't
top
say
10 receiver.
it's only top.
He's a good receiver.
He's a good receiver.
Good.
Unc, that's good enough. I can't compliment the man about being good.
You said, hey,
I said he's a really good receiver. He's a really
Okay.
good receiver.
Okay.
I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, he nice.
But this don't make sense to me, Ocho.
Right.
Okay. You're injured. All you got to do is go rehab and leave. Okay. The general manager try to call you. Your position coach try to call you. The head coach. You can't find the time to call back? You just stop showing up.
There's a reason why. We just don't know the reason why. He wouldn't just do it for no reason. Of course, they're not going to state what that reason is.
Ocho, the only thing he has to do is get treatment. He don't have to come to meetings.
You're not listening to me.
I am listening.
There's more to it than what they're going to say. You're creating a scenario and making it in its simplest form, and all he has to do. There are other things that factor in to him not wanting to come back, him not answering phone calls, him not answering text messages, him saying, fuck y'all, take that 20 million back. I don't want it. I just want out of this situation. For an NFL player, as much as we love getting paid, as much as we love money, to give 20 million plus back to the team, just so you can get out, let you know how bad it is.
It's got to be. But I'm trying to figure out how it got bad. He got hurt. Now, maybe, you know what, Ocho? Maybe it was a situation. You know how long they waited to sign the contract, because, he wanted to go somewhere else, and then at the last second, but they ended up doing the deal. And you know what happens, Ocho? A lot of time when you wait for a period of time, the player feels some type of way. Even though you give him his money, he's like, why I had to wait this long?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have had to wait.
They'll let you know how they really feel about you when it's time to get paid, boy.
Yeah, I like I said, you're right. I will concede this to you. I don't know if we'll ever get the answer. I don't know if Brandon Aiyuk will ever speak on it.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will at some point.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm definitely.
It won't be
right
now.
Anxious to see what he has to say.
It probably won't be right now because he wants to stay low, keep it quiet until he gets to his next destination. But at some point, he will voice the reasons on why things were so bad. Of course.
Yeah, I want to get out too, but I'm gonna get that money on the way out. I know Ocho gonna get that money on the way out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get. Once this thing become guaranteed, hey, y'all know I want up out of here, right? But I got that money guaranteed. Yeah. This is irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, that's what it always comes down to.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I've never seen nothing like this before, huh?
No, never.
Yeah, never. Same.
Never. And I know, and I've seen guys really pissed at an organization.
Yeah.
I've seen guys get cut for not hustling and things like that. But back then, Ocho, we weren't dealing with the kind of money that these guys are dealing with.
Right.
Back then when we played $3-4 million was a lot of damn money.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about $26 million, $27 million. Man,
Man, go ahead and he told him, man, go ahead and take that back, man. I'm good. I'm gone.
And remember, Ocho, it was reported that he told the union, nah, don't even fight it. Don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Nah, I need to get all that.
That's when you know you're fed up, boy.
Yeah. I'm fed up, but my bank account ain't. Nah, bro. I need to get all that.
Yeah.
And then knowing that there are places that need receivers, I don't know. Do you swap him and AJ Brown?
Ooh.
Aren't both of them number 11?
Yeah. I
I
like the way you're thinking now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Ocho.
A.J. Brown to go crazy over there, but goddamn, with Mr. Irrelevant. What?
Kyle.
What? Man, him and Purdy are there. Cook, boy. Ooh, that's a good one, Unc. I like that. I like that. I like that even better than, my idea of him going to the Ravens.
Oh, AJ?
Yeah.
Look, I think AJ would be great anywhere other than Philly.
But of course, people being naive as well. Talk about, salary cap, dead cap, too much money. Yeah, okay. Y'all do not understand this business, obviously.
Look, Pittsburgh need a receiver. Buffalo definitely need a receiver.
Yeah.
Baltimore could probably use a guy outside. The Raiders. So I think they'll have some takers. I think both teams. I think the Eagles and the 49ers will have takers.
Yeah,
I do.
You definitely want to see where he is first, though. I mean, teams are going to want to see where Brandon Aiyuk is. At some point, he's going to have to start putting videos out, showing teams that he is okay, that he's able to run and stop.
No, they're gonna bring him in. They'll bring him in for a physical. All that other stuff. They don't want to see. They don't want to see you doing all that. They want to see. They want to test that ankle. They want their orthopedics to tug on that knee and shake that knee and see if they have the stability that it needs.
Right.
They're gonna want to see all that.
Yeah.
It's just a different time now, Ocho.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a different time.
It is.
To give that back, and like I said, something transpired. I don't know what happened. Maybe something was said. Maybe it was, because obviously he was upset. Because I remember we had him on.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had him on.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
he might come back and tell us what happened.
Well, we're definitely gonna reach out.
Yeah.
But we look at Buffalo, you look at Baltimore, you look at Pittsburgh, you look at the Raiders. I saw some report that AJ back to the Titans. I'm like, I don't think AJ want to go back to the Titans.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I like the Sam.
Cleveland could use a receiver.
No, don't send him over there either. No.
But I'm just saying, I'm just thinking about teams that could use a receiver.
Yeah, let's send him somewhere where he's gonna be happy, please. Don't do him dirty.
But normally the places that gonna make you happy, Ocho, they gotta want you. Cause what happens? You gotta want the girl that wants you, not the girl that you want.
Well, the 49ers are definitely gonna want him. That ain't no problem.
No, I thought you were talking about. I thought you was talking about.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad.
I was saying yes. A lot of times, they say date the girl that you want. I mean, the girl that wants you,
right?
Not the girl that you want.
Yeah, I mean,
because that's probably going to lead to the happiness. So I was saying, a lot of times where we actually want to go, might not necessarily want us to be there. So we're gonna have to find a place that really want us. And like, oh, you really want me? Well, then I want you too. But we'll see how that we'll hey, the Chiefs,
the
Titans, I know Calvin Ridley is coming back, but is that enough?
But he's coming back off an injury as well.
Correct.
So are you
and he's a little older than what he was last year.
Yeah. 2 players coming back off injury.
But Ocho, you got to understand. Brandon Aiyuk rehabbed the whole year. He didn't play. So he should be Gucci.
Yeah, should
Think about it. He got hurt year before last.
Yeah.
He rehabbed this whole season. I guess was supposedly, allegedly rehabbed. Something went wrong. I don't know what he did. But I'm just saying. So he should be good. He really should be good.
Yeah. And we're going to find out now.
Yeah. But you know, Ocho, man, people think you could just take a whole year off and just pick right up where you left off. It don't work like that for a high level professional.
No,
you got to play.
Yeah, and that's the only way to get yourself back in the rhythm is by playing, and not by yourself either. So,
Chad, we try to list some teams that we think that AJ, Brandon Aiyuk, some of the big names receiver that will probably be available come free agency. The trade open up, I think March, probably like the first week in March is when the free agency period hit. The new year starts, and that's when you can start. But you have that what they call that period?
Which one?
The tampering where you can actually have contact with the guys, but
right.
So that might be a situation. Like I said, I think there are gonna be some pretty good receivers on the market, and I think, you got JSN. It's probably you got JS. I mean, think about it. You got JSN and you got Puka, and then you got the Bronco. I mean, every team. I mean, JSN is going to the Pro Bowl. First team All Pro. Puka, Pro Bowl, first team All Pro. Both of those guys are unanimous selections to the All Pro team, and Cortland Sutton. So three of the four teams got a Pro Bowl wide receiver on their roster.
Yeah.
And all Tay did was lead the league in touchdown catches. He's the first guy to lead a league in touchdown catches with three different teams. And he missed like 3 games. So clearly he still has some juice in the tank, and I expect him to be back next year. But Puka gonna get a monster contract.
Yeah.
Puka gonna get a monster contract, Ocho.
JSN gonna overlap that.
But this is only JSN, his only second year. He'll be next year.
Next year, I'm saying he gonna overlap.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Oh, Mr. Chad talking about the Jets need a wide receiver.
Man, now don't send nobody.
Jets need a lot of things.
Don't send nobody.
Wide receiver, some offensive linemen.
Don't do it. Garrett Wilson.
Some DBs.
Don't do it.
Yeah, they need the Jets need a lot.
They need to get my boy Garrett Wilson out of there, man.
Ocho, speaking of Puka, according to Mike Garofalo, John Harbaugh badly wanted the Ravens to draft Puka Nacua back in 2023. But the front office went against his wishes. If he got his way, Puka Nacua would have been a Raven. That was the guy that John Harbaugh wanted badly for the Ravens to draft, and they didn't. Puka was the last pick of the 5th round. The Ravens took instead Caillou Blue Kelly. I guess how you say it. Caillou Blue Kelly. Cornerback.
I like exactly where he's at.
Yeah, I mean, see, look,
the Ravens
didn't have a coordinator like Sean McVay that has that kind of imagination. Just because somebody put up numbers over there, that don't mean he's going to put those numbers up in Baltimore.
But he's not, because the offense is completely different.
Exactly.
Completely different offense. So it definitely, it would, man, scheme, it's not even close to being the same. So obviously, I like where he's at.
I do too. I mean, look, the one thing we know that Sean McVay can get the receivers the ball.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Cooper Kupp, that Triple Crown season? Now you follow that up, and I mean, just think about it, Ocho. You get 1,700 yards, and that's still not the best season. That's not the best receiving season in the franchise history.
That's crazy.
You still 200 yards short.
Yeah.
You still 20, almost 20 catches short.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Puka would. If y'all think Puka would have done that in Baltimore, you're high. Because first of all, they didn't have an offensive coordinator that has the imagination and the creativity that Sean McVay has.
No.
So, no. No. I get it, and it seems good now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he wanted him. So has there been anybody that he wanted, they drafted, that didn't pan out? Because everybody's willing to report the guys that they want, that's panning out for somebody else. But they never report the guys that they wanted and they got that didn't pan out.
Pan out. That's a good one.
Man. They need to stop, man. They really need to stop this. Man, and what you call him jumping on Keon Coleman like he the first pick in the draft. Like he's the owner, Mr. Pagula.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, hold on. So now Keon Coleman was the reason y'all lost this game. It went from Josh Allen turning the ball over 4 times. You having 5 turnovers to let's dump on. You know what? Keon Coleman, low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
let's pluck his ass.
You notice they ain't say nothing about Josh now.
No.
Now one thing you piss that quarterback off if you want to.
Nah, you leave that alone. But I don't know. You didn't have to say anything about Keon Coleman.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, yes, we need him to play better. We brought him in to be a number 1 receiver, and that is the expectation level that we have for him. But to mention him and talk about the coach Brandon didn't want him, we didn't want that was the coach's decision. No, that's unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary.
Unnecessary. Stop trying to pile on. Chicago's Ben Johnson was asked about building off this season. Ocho, take a listen to his answer.
Yeah.
That you guys are going to be able to build off this, and that
there is no building off of this. We go back to square one. We're back at the bottom again, and that's really all 32 teams. If you feel otherwise, you're probably missing the big picture. You know, we're back at. We got to start from scratch. We got to start from the fundamentals. You know, a lot of guys talked about how difficult this training camp was. I didn't feel like it was anything out of my ordinary. They know what the expectation is. They know what the process is that we believe in as a coaching staff. And so I think more than anything else, they're going to know what they're getting themselves into. And yet we got to dig a little bit deeper. We got to work a little bit harder. We got to give a little bit more if we want to take this thing over the top. I mean, it's no different. You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to lose 50 pounds. The first 30 is the easiest 30. You know, the last 20, that's the hard part. And so we did a nice job this year, but it's not enough. We got to do more.
I like what he said.
I love
what he said.
I want to play for Ben Johnson now.
Hey,
my new favorite coach is Ben Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Everything he said, but the one thing I like that he said is he talked, we not building off nothing. We starting from scratch.
Yeah, build off what?
Build off, yeah, we starting from scratch. We got to build this thing all the way back up again. I like it. I like it.
That house don't stay up that you built last year.
Absolutely
They tear that
not.
ish down.
Absolutely not.
And you start from ground zero, a new foundation.
All over again.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But now you see why they've had such success this year. You know,
I see why. Yes, his thought process. That's why he talks to his team.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, this is something we can build off of.
Yeah.
Build off what?
What? Hey, the Bears in good hands for the next 10, 15 years, man.
I totally agree. Ocho, I didn't build off nothing. I had to start all back over. Guess what, Ocho?
Every year.
Because that's what I did the year before the training. Ain't got nothing to do with what I'm going to do the training this year.
At all.
If that was the case, I could just sit my ass in the house and go, and just show up the camp. Because I already built up that training. No, I had to start a new foundation again.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Start building right back up. Okay, you start out gradually and just build up. Speaking of track and field, congratulations to Sydney McLaughlin Barone. She's expecting a child, her and her husband. Expecting a child this year.
Okay, congrats.
Hey, and Shelly Mommy Rocket, if she came back and win world titles and can win a gold medal, Sydney can do it. Because I think, what, Sydney's 26? I think she's 26, have the baby this year. She got 27, and she got 28 for the Olympics. We good. But y'all better be glad. Y'all better be glad, because she about, Paulino and what's the lady from Bahrain? Nasser.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody else seeing her.
No.
Ain't nobody else seeing her. And they better be glad she left the hurdles, because that was just like, it had just gotten, it wasn't even fair.
Easy work.
Yeah. But I love the way Ben Johnson thinks. I love the way he talks. That's kind of what Mike. That's how Mike was. Last year ain't got nothing to do with this year.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your ass back in better shape than you came in this year. Expect to work a little harder than what you worked last year because we want better. We want better results. That what we did last year won't get the job done this year. Teams get better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why you think build off what. Nah, you start at the bottom of the mountain.
Yep.
Even if you end your season on top of the mountain, you don't get to stay there.
You start.
It
right
ain't
back
like
over.
Wimbledon. You know, Wimbledon used to win if you won Wimbledon way back when.
Yeah.
You came back as the champ. Everybody else fought. You just played the final match and you win. If you win, you the champ again.
Champ again.
Nah. You start first round, second round, third round, quarters, semis, and finals. No, that's how it's supposed to go. I love Ben Johnson. I love this thought process. I look. Yeah, Ben, my new guy. Ben, my new guy. I love the way that's how I want my coach to talk.
Right.
Don't be talking about what we good or we gonna build on something. Nah, we ain't finna build on nothing
at all.
What we finna do is start all over again and build this back up. Ain't no building on, it's building back up. So it's going to be very interesting. And they got pieces, they got their quarterback. They got a good running game. They got two good tight ends in Loveland and Cole Kmet. I know everybody's upset at DJ Moore right now, but DJ Moore and Roma Dunze, they got Zacchaeus. They got look, offensive line is really good. Now maybe go get a defensive lineman that can add some pressure on the other side of Sweat.
Yeah, don't forget Luther Burden there.
Yeah, no. Luther Burton, yeah, they got received. They covered on offense. They covered on the offensive side of the football.
On that offense, yep.
Jalen Johnson gets another year. He came back, had that core muscle. So now he gets to work his way back in shape and get back on the field and get back to the level of playing that he's accustomed to playing at. But yeah, they look. The one thing that Ben Johnson knows, NFC's not getting easier.
Oh no.
Now,
everybody else
San Francisco doesn't have all those injuries. Okay, doesn't look like the Rams going anywhere. Doesn't look like Seattle's going anywhere. Atlanta got two guys up for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Bijan, Drake London. What are they going to do with Kyle Pitts? Are they going to bring him back? Quarterback situation. Hey, Tampa be in the mix.
Yeah.
Carolina made the playoffs this year. Detroit hired a new offensive coordinator. Green Bay. So the thing I think that Ben realized that no, you can't build off. You got to start back up because these other teams are doing that.
Getting better.
Don't nobody picks up where they left off. Because if that's the case, well, damn. The team that makes it to the Super Bowl, that means Seattle automatically makes it back to the NFC Championship game.
No.
That ain't happening. The Rams make it all the way back. So, damn. They're picking up where they left off. Where that leave us? So, I'm excited for Chicago. Chicago is they're definitely up and coming. Ocho, it's time to play Play of Fame presented by PrizePicks. Kayshon Boutte, more than 38 yards receiving. More.
Yeah, more, of course.
Ramondre Stevenson, more than 0.5 rush or receiving touchdown. Yeah, he'll have a touchdown.
Yep.
Sam Darnold, more than 220 yards passing. Yep. Puka Nacua, 0.5 rush or receiving touchdown. So he'll have at least one touchdown tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody play
Ocho, so
tomorrow?
we going more on everything.
Yeah. It's a game. Ain't no game tomorrow, huh?
No.
Yeah, both games Sunday.
Ooh,
Okay.
Look at this, Ocho, $25 to win $262.50. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. All right, we're going to get out of here on this one. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q. Hey. Kevin Norwood Jr., Unc, my question is, when is Ochocinco coming back? It's hard to bring Ochocinco back because when football season's on, we got so much going on. There's so much to talk about. And a lot of times we leave stuff on the cutting room floor. Hopefully we're able to get it because we're 2 hours in and we still have some stuff that we could have talked about. So we're going to bring that back when it slows down a little bit for us. Right now, with the football season in full swing, we decided to get away from Spello and dunk on up, but it's coming back.
And don't forget about spoken word too now.
Oh, and spoken word. Spoken word.
Yeah, I done got some good ones, yeah.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy just checking on my guys to make sure y'all are good. I may not have asked a question every night, but I'm here every night. Love y'all. Thank you, Doc. We know you here. Hell, you've been here. You like one of the first 2 or 3 to ever join us. So, Doc, we know we can count on you. And every time we've had a show in Atlanta or anytime we somewhere close by, Doc showing up. She came to the very first show in Vegas. She was in Atlanta. She came to the New Orleans show. Doc, you coming to San Fran? Doc coming to San Fran. Appreciate that. We good, Doc. We good. OG_Thanos. Are we sure CJ is the future for the Texans? That is a question they're going to have to. That's the question, Ocho, because what you and I we talked about this. What was the Ocho? We talked about this Monday. No, we talked about this Sunday night.
Yeah. Well, we gonna know though, Unc. I mean, you don't answer that question yet, but they gonna know after the season that's coming up. That's gonna tell you whether he's.
I pick up that 5th year option.
Yeah.
He balled out. Now I ain't got no problem giving him that money.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Matter of fact, they wouldn't have had no problem giving them that money if he took care of business this year toward the end of the season.
You right. You right. The Sean_Shore. What's up, show? What's up, Unc Ocho? What's something you believed in your life in your 20s that you know now was completely wrong about?
Something that I believed in life that I was completely wrong about.
Gee.
Ooh, that's a good one, huh?
If I treat people good, they'll treat me good. Lies.
Damn.
And then I had to learn, Ocho. What? I treat you good, you treat me bad, and then you become a stranger.
Damn.
I mean, what?
That's
I gotta let you keep dumping on me before I realize it. Sometimes you realize it's too late.
Yeah.
But if you can catch it soon enough.
Hey, you catch it early, you can get rid of it.
True.
You gotta catch it early. You know? And that's a good question. Now you got me thinking. You got me thinking. That's a great question. I gotta come back to that. I gotta think. Damn, that's a good one.
Corey Blessman, I think Stroud was saying that he realized during the season that he was too busy trying to be Superman and that he shouldn't have that because he had a great defense. That's how I took it. But he didn't have to be Superman. Hold on. Let's see. I want to see something here. He passed for 212, 250, 169, 244, 187, 260, 203, 276, 79. He got hurt against the Broncos, so that's why he only passed for 79. 318 against San Francisco, 229, 244, 233, 204, 207, 188. Where the Superman at? I missed something. Corey, I missed something. Where the Superman stats? Did I miss something, Ocho? Did you hear those stats I read off?
Yeah, I heard him. I heard him, huh? I heard him.
I mean, he had 1 300-yard game the whole season. He had 3 games in which he passed for 250 or more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure where the hold on. I'm just trying to figure where the Superman. 1 touchdown, 4 picks. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 1 touchdown, 0 picks. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. 1, 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, 0 touchdown, 1 interception. Against Denver, he got hurt early. San Fran, he was 2-1. Seattle, he was 1-1. Baltimore, he was 4-0. Tennessee, he was 2-0. Jacksonville, he was 1-2. Tampa, he was 1-0. L.A., he was 0-1. So where's Superman at? Corey, where's the Superman at?
Corey.
IDK Cast Chat. What do y'all think about Trayvon Diggs getting cut by the Packers? I don't even know why they signed him. Why you signed him, Ocho? The man played what 1 snap, 2 snaps?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they brought him in. They brought him in for a playoff run. Obviously, that didn't happen. So obviously they had no use for him. He probably wasn't going to be on the roster the following year anyway. So he's going to have himself a fresh start somewhere else. I'm not sure where he will be going, but he will be on someone's team.
You got to prove himself, Ocho. You got to stay healthy. And he have to realize, I mean, he was never a burner. So the risk that you took after those injuries that you've had, I don't know if you could. But it's hard, Ocho, because that's how he made his name. That's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's a thief, but as you get old and get injured, the police can catch you. You can't run away.
Yeah.
So it's hard, Ocho, when you play a certain style,
mm-hmm.
and that style requires athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see a guy like Brady can play at that age. That's why Phillip Rivers can be at home for 5 years and come back, because why, Ocho? He didn't rely on athleticism.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you gotta play with your mind. That's all. As you get older, as your athleticism deteriorates, it becomes a chess match.
But you had to be playing with your mind in the beginning. Yeah. It's hard to die. You asking somebody to pick up a trait they didn't have to begin with.
Yeah.
Remember what did Samuel Johnson say? Almost every man will waste a part of his life trying to possess qualities he does not have in an attempt to gain applause for he cannot keep.
Mm-hmm.
So if he didn't play like that before, so now you're like, well, you know what? I'm going to use my mind. I ain't got my legs ain't what they used to be. That's like, Ocho, man, we need you to be a run-blocking wide receiver.
Right.
You're like, what? You mean a run-off wide receiver or a run-blocking wide receiver?
But you know I get in there and block now.
Man, get your ass out of here.
TS
Car Wash Detail Service. Unc's thoughts on LeBron MLK shoe situation. I vaguely remember, I think he had the shoe, it was the color of the Lorraine Motel. Is that what they're talking about? The one that was in Memphis, right? I think that's what it's about. I think the Lorraine Motel, I think the shoes are the color of the Lorraine Motel. Yeah. Probably should have left that one alone. And it's okay. We'll leave it alone. It's sometimes you might think you paying homage, and that's not the way it's received. Yeah. And just for me, I just think like, okay, just leave when it comes to Dr. King, just leave that alone. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. Because he wouldn't have done it if he didn't think he was paying homage to him, or however you want to say it. He didn't think he was like honoring Dr. King. But I just think in a situation like that, just leave it alone. I'm sure they could have come up with a different colorway. But the thing is, LeBron could have said, nah, I don't think I want to do that one. It's okay. Look, LeBron is very conscious. I believe he holds Dr. King in very, very high regard.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody doesn't look at it like that. You know, he was assassinated at the Lorraine Motel. You got a shoe that's the color of, and I think that's what it is. If I could be wrong, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, Chad, I apologize. But I think they turned that into a museum, didn't they? Didn't they turn I think they turned the hotel into a. But I think I want to say the color of the hotel inside is the color of those shoes, Ocho. I read it, you know. I got so much other stuff on my mind, so I'm not really paying that much attention to LeBron's shoes. But I was thinking, like, I just remember seeing it, think, okay, I don't think people are gonna be happy about this.
Right.
Yes.
I ain't even see it.
Yeah. So that's my thoughts on that. Can you give a shout out to my brother Mo? He loves your cognac. Also, who's your early Super Bowl pick? Mo, thank you guys. I appreciate that. And thanks for purchasing a bottle of Shea by Laportier. I'm glad you like it. We believe we created a great product. It's smooth, goes down really easy. You know, we prefer if you drink it on the rocks, but you can add it. It's great as an old fashioned. It's great as a sidecar. Determination, discipline, dedication, all the drinks that we've come up with that you could add to it. But it is a great, just right on the rocks. Early Super Bowl picks. Broncos, Seattle.
I would just get ready to say that.
Shavis, what's up, Unc Ocho? Can you give a shout out to my happy birthday to my friend Ebony? Happy birthday, Ebony.
Happy birthday, Ebony.
Oh, you remember Ebony magazine?
Yeah, boy. Jet Beauty of the Week.
Man, I had them things up on my wall in Savannah State.
For real?
Yeah. Jet Beauty. Because back then, you know, Ocho, a lot of was HBCU. They were Texas Southern, Grambling. I'm like, already.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
like, well, damn, I probably should have went to one of those because we ain't had no beauty.
Listen,
we
Ebony
had some, Ocho. They might not have gotten in the magazine, but we had a couple.
Yeah, Ebony and Jet magazine was iconic back then, huh?
Yes, for sure.
What happened to that? What happened to Essence? Remember Essence?
I remember Essence.
Yeah. Oh man.
Man, them were the days, man.
Oh yeah.
Those were the days. Jet magazine, Essence, and Ebony.
Man.
Damn.
Good memories.
Those were the time.
Boy, you got me the F, boy.
Yeah. Ocho, I've been looking at more Jet Beauties.
Jet Beauty of the Week. You start looking at her name, her location, where she from.
Yeah.
You know, if you try to find it, they get them. Sometimes they have a profile.
We might need to get some and pull it together and start Jet again.
You know, her little Facebook be right there and all that. You know,
man, they had no damn Facebook back then, man.
Now they had something.
They have nothing. They had that she went to Howard, or she went to Hampton, or she went to Graham, or she went to Southern, or she was from L.A.
There was always something there. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. There was always something there.
They say Jet still digitally. Nah, I don't want no digital. I wanted a paper. I want to feel that little book about this big right here, about big in my hand right here. About that big right there. I would have.
Okay, mental health, dance. Okay, they still have it.
Oh, you pulled it up.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
Okay.
Boy, this thing go way back, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking at some of the old ones, like 2000. You know, I'm looking at one, Miss Selena Gilbert, mental health therapist from Philadelphia. In her spare time, she enjoys modeling, acting, dancing, and listening to music. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Boy, I remember the day, man. I remember I was in high school and college. I said, oh, sure wish I could meet me one of them. But I never forget, Ocho. I tear that Jet Beauty of the Week, Jet centerfold out.
Yeah.
Put Scotch tape on the back. Wow.
And hanging on the wall.
That brick wall.
Wait, you ripped up the Jet magazine?
That's all I wanted. I ain't want what the hell?
You ain't reading nothing else?
Nah, not really. Not really. No, I ain't finna hold you on that. No, they going up on the wall. I had them all up on the wall. Man, Sharpe, why you got this up on your wall? Don't worry about it. It's my wall. Why you think I got it up there? I'm dreaming. Let me dream. Ian?
This throwback.
Huh?
I'm looking at Jet Beauty of the Week go way back to the 70s, huh?
Hey, Ocho, I definitely remember when I was in high school. I got to high school in '83.
Oh, okay. You right.
Yeah. I mean, that was the time we can get a little money, you know. We got a little money. Back then, Ocho, I don't know if they still have it. Like they used to have magazines in the grocery store.
Yeah.
So Granny would go shopping. Me and Spank, we go to
the section.
Look at the magazine.
Right.
And then they put a sign: "Please do not read magazines unless you pay for it." Man, get out of here.
Yeah, that's
the hell. The hell, read this. And then they came out with I got a hold of a GQ.
Yeah.
And DuPont Registry.
Okay. As you got a little older.
College.
Hold on. You remember Smooth magazine?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Remember Smooth? Yeah.
And King.
Oh, I remember King. Okay,
yeah.
I remember King. Yeah, I remember King.
Actually, no, let me leave that alone.
Yeah, don't do it.
I might have dated somebody in King magazine.
Who? Hey, tell me. Who you dated?
O'Shea.
Who you dated, huh?
O'Shea was hell with him well now.
I know you were, but go ahead and tell me who you were dating though, huh? Okay, how about this? Tell me what year.
I don't remember.
What's her last?
I know what you try to do. You try to put two and two together. The GOAT 2022. Who do you think the Browns could get for their head coach with candidates gone and others turning them down?
Man, don't nobody want to go there.
Think about it.
Who we think they can get? Everybody turn them down.
Mike McDaniels, I'd rather go be an offensive coordinator than your head coach.
Nah, man. Ain't nobody want to take that job, man.
Yeah, everybody talking about Vita Guerrero. I remember Vita.
Oh, yeah?
I'm saying it, just see it in the magazine.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Hey, was the girl you dated, was she a car company? Like Ford?
Man, go ahead on Ocho.
I'm just asking. I drove a Ford.
Man, look here. Alex Stacy. Patriots with Mike Vrabel again from the Titans was there. AJ should go there from the Eagles from an Eagles fan. No, because Mike Vrabel gonna run the football.
Yeah.
He ain't throwing the ball all over the damn field.
Mm-mm. They throw it, but not like that.
No, hell no. And you got to have balance. Look at the teams. Seattle, run it. Rams with Kyron Williams, run it. Ramondre Stevens and Henderson, run it. The Broncos try to run it. Now they just got J.K. Dobbins is back. But 3 of the 4 teams that's in the Final Four, Ocho, they run the football.
Yeah.
And they throw it, but they run it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have balance. J.all_912. What's up, 912? What's up, y'all? My family from Baxley. Okay, Appling County. I grew up in Savannah on Waters Avenue. I know exactly what that is. I first learned how to drive on a dirt road in Glenville, Georgia when I was 12. That's what we talking about, 912, the G-Ville. He grew up in Baxley. That's where we used to take to tobacco. We would crop tobacco. They had where we would take the cured tobacco. We take it over there and we sell it. My grandfather did that, and then we worked for the Tatums. That's where we'd always take it. And I remember, Ocho, me, my brother, and cousins, we would ride on the back of the truck. They had this big old truck with sides on it, and we'd be on top of it. Man, they throw everybody in jail. They let kids. You let your kids do that now.
Ride the back of the truck.
Yeah, on top of tobacco.
Okay.
So
okay,
it was,
okay.
yeah, it was big. It was, sheets of tobacco.
Yeah.
But appreciate that, Jay. It sure will not. Never mind. Superman CJ couldn't even be blank, man. Shaking my head. Come on, man. Kevin Boat Night. Ocho, how y'all fellas doing tonight? Love what y'all do every night. Keep the grind. Goats. Kev, we doing good, bro. We
Yes,
doing
sir.
good. God is good. Life is good. Everybody's healthy. The kids are healthy.
All is well.
Yep. So cannot complain. I got my sis here with me, so we good. Well, she needs to stop eating all these damn sweets though. Get the sweets out my damn house. Bad eating cupcake, donuts. Every time I turn around, here comes somebody dropping something. I'm like, who dropping this stuff off? She going to the door. Shelly ordered this. No, you told Shelly to order this. Ain't no Shelly just ordering food. Chipotle. I had a taste for this. What? Outback. Georgia. You got carrot cake. She got all kind of stuff. And she don't eat it all at once. I bought my sister a sandwich. I bought her a sandwich on Friday.
Yeah.
My sister, well, I just finished my sandwich on Monday. So she'll eat a quarter of it at a time. So each day she eat a quarter of a sandwich. So she'll eat the sandwich and she'll cut it up in quarters.
Right.
She'll eat a quarter each day. So I don't know how you eat the whole thing. That was the whole purpose of the sandwich, to eat it all at once.
Yeah, that must have been a big sandwich, huh?
It's that egg drop from Bulldoggies.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that
If
is.
you live in Vegas, you know what Bulldoggies is. They got an egg drop, Ocho.
Yeah.
You get some egg. The eggs are real fluffy. It comes with bacon, sausage. You can get it smothered. It comes with French toast bread. Lord, have mercy. Joe Tier 1984, Unc can't wait for the Packers to play the Cowgirls again. Everyone will be tuned in so we can put belt to ass again. Go Pack, go. Rashad Kadeem Hickson, Unc Ocho, love the show. MVP Stafford or May? I took Stafford. Mike, what's up, Unc and Ocho? Have y'all applied for any head coaching jobs? No. Could both help you both could help teams, maybe coach the same team. I don't want to coach. Ocho say he want to coach, but he don't, because when you coach, you only tied down to one job, so he can't have 35 jobs.
Hey,
So,
I just want to be the president of football operations. That's all.
Okay, president of football operations. A1 Up for the upcoming live show. Will you be there? Will y'all be doing meet and greet before the show? After the show. Not before, after. Brian's Brain says, just received my new Nightcap sweater. Had no idea it was made by American Apparel in Los Angeles. Love it. Thanks. Appreciate you. Yep. That's where it's made by. Alex Sippos. What do you think about Sean Payton pretty much guarantee a win versus the Pats? Had no choice. I love him trying to instill confidence in Stidham. Said, we believe in you. This team believes in you. And we're going to win. So that concludes this episode of Nightcap. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. We want to thank Dana White. And we want to thank Rashid Shaheed for joining us. Dana was talking about the UFC matchup this Saturday at T-Mobile with Gaethje and Paddy the Baddy. Black Beast against Acosta will also be there. So thank you, Dana. Thank you, Rashid Shaheed, for joining us also, and good luck. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. Do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and your continued support. Thanks to you, Nightcap. All the awards that we won was because of you. We'll continue to strive and reach higher heights only because of you. Again, thank you for your support and your continued support. Those looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by Laportier and you cannot find it in a state or city near you, head to LaportierCognac.com to order your bottle. We have the OG, which is the $7.50. Now we have the Junior, which is the $3.75. Same great quality, same great taste, same smoothness. Please drink responsibly and be safe. Tickets for our Super Bowl live show in San Francisco are on sale now. That link is pinned in the chat. The show will be Thursday night, February the 5th at the Earps Theater in San Francisco. Bay Area, come on out. Show love to Unc and Ocho and Nightcap. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. Again, thanks Dana White. Again, thanks wide receiver Rashid Shaheed for joining us. That concludes this episode. We're off tomorrow night, but we'll see you. We're off tomorrow. Okay, we're off tomorrow and Saturday. 2 nights off. Damn. I don't know what's going on. What kind of operation y'all running?
Wait, today Friday, ain't it?
Today Thursday.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hell, if I'd have knew that, I'd have been home. I'd have went to the ATL.
You are home. Where you at?
I'm in Vegas.
Oh, my bad.
I need to get home at some point in time.
Or when you go to the A, let me know.
You gonna come down there?
Yeah, we can go to Magic City. I'm still waiting to try the damn wings.
Come on, Ocho, man.
Well, what the
Why
hell?
we just can't go get something to eat and just chill?
What we going to Atlanta for?
To chill? I'm going to chill.
We gonna chill at Magic City and get some damn wings.
Nah. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying, chat?
Hey, man, listen.
Every time I try to get out, that man pull me back in.
I'm just trying to live, man. I'm just trying to live.
Ocho, I'm trying to live.
Okay, well, you not living. You alive, but you not living.
Ocho.
We need to experience life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I don't let you know when I go to Atlanta. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We're off Thursday and we're off Friday and Saturday. We'll see you Sunday after the Rams Seahawks. Somebody, 2 teams, and then there'll be 2. There are 4 now, but then there'll be 2. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Peace.